Nope, still not me. Still Numata Nami. Says I'm streaming though. Hello, hello. Ah, hello. That's us.
Oh, are we live?
We are live. Ah, hello. Oh, that's us. Sounds good. All right, I think we are live. Business. Hello. Oh, that's us. I hear us twice though because it's capturing my audio from the desktop. But all right, well, welcome. So we are. It's tripping me out looking at myself. I'm gonna get in. I mean, nobody's watching yet, so I'm gonna get in here and test the sound. I'm gonna get in. Nobody's watching yet, so I'm gonna get in here. Test the sound. I'm gonna get in. Nobody's watching yet, so I'm gonna get in here. Test the sound. I'm gonna get in. Nobody's watching yet, so I'm gonna get. Oh, it's like going on loop. All right, well, here, let's do this. I'm gonna go on my phone and see what the sound sounds like.
All right.
I'm on now. John said I'm not good. We had technical difficulties, John. Difficulties. Live now. All right. Well, if the sound sounds off. Oh. Hello, Wonder Often. Can you do me a favor and listen to the sound and see if it sounds off? Because this is the first time I've streamed Arena with the sound. So I'm really curious to see if it sounds okay. Just gonna look at it on my phone, which is less professional. Maybe more professional than having somebody watching to it. Let's see. More professional than having somebody watching. Okay, that sounds okay. And if I go click on this little game over here, oh no, we're back to hosting Numata Nami. Okay. Okay, no, I think that's good. Alright. Alright, so I think I might need to turn it down a little bit, but it's fine. Alright. The real question is, why am I not live on my own channel? That's the real question. Oh, there we are. Okay, great. Welcome, everybody. So sorry for the technical difficulties. But, you know, life happens, any deal. So, audio output capture, turn this down just a little bit. Alright, so here we are. We're going to open some packs of War of the Spark. Alright, we're going to open 100 of them. So right now we have... Ooh, what is this? Ooh, we got a Liliana Dreadhorde General.
Your corpse will
I
make
did
an
the pre-order
minion.
thing.
Oh.
You can't tell.
Clearly.
Um,
Oh, 50 pack opener. This is free.
what is it?
It's your new sleeve.
Oh, great. So we need to... I'm not going to show my credit card information. Can I...
Oh, hey, Bass Fisher. That's Billy, right?
Yeah, Billy! Billy, what's
Hey.
going on? Does the sound okay? Because, like, I'm trying to balance the in-game sound with the talking sound, and I don't know how it's feeling, but we rock. That's great.
Yeah.
Alright,
I think we rock.
so we gotta get to 100 packs here. I'm going to hide the window capture so you guys don't see my credit card information.
Yeah.
John's here too. Look at that. It's the whole crew.
I'll read you guys his credit card number. It's cool.
Oh, I might have enough gems actually
No.
to buy. I have. All right, packs. So we want. I do have enough gems. All right. So that's if I buy 45 packs. How many packs does that take? Ooh, we get a buy-box promo. Tezzeret, Master of the Bridge. I guess we can do this now. You guys are welcome back to watch now. Sound is good now. Okay, great. Well, let me know if it's a little out of whack. So how many packs does that give us? That gives us 95. So let's see. I got some.
Wait, really? You had 50. You bought 45.
I mean, I'm a lawyer, not a mathematician, Samuel. Don't shame me. Yeah, no, it's magic. Alright. How do I... Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think if I press one more, that's 5. So I think it's going to be 100. Hey, we did it.
Alright.
We did it. Hey Billy. Hey, Bass Fisher 8. What's up? We do have our only mod here as well. That is Man Pepper. Noticed by his sword. He will cut you.
Thought Arlene was a mod too.
I can make Arlene a mod, I guess.
Well, alright, let's open some packs.
Alright.
24 minutes behind schedule.
Alright, here we go. Again, if this sounds off, if anything's too loud, too soft, let me know. Alright, so I haven't read a lot of the cards yet.
Are we valuing these for limited or constructed?
I'm just gonna read over them and constructed. I think would be the idea. So we'll start with we're gonna read the commons. Never probably. We'll go over them. We'll mouse by them.
I'll call it the ones I think are constructed playable.
All right.
Starting with possibly Giant Growth.
Oh, I love Giant Growth.
From the Alpha, the original Magic set, it's back.
This time with a giant puppy.
Yeah.
It was a rat last time I played, or a mouse maybe, a squirrel at some point. Also, Billy, I just hate to break it to you, but the Bengals are just not. They're just gonna screw it up. So might as well watch us screw it up. All right, so yeah, this could be. I mean, what about? Is there like a green aggressive Gruul aggro maybe?
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm thinking. Like I don't know for sure if that's gonna be a deck, but I think of all these cards, Giant Growth is gonna, of all the commons at least, Giant Growth is the only one that's gonna see play.
Yeah, that's not gonna see play. This is definitely not gonna see play. Yeah, I don't, that's limited. All right, so who do we think this is?
I don't think it's any named character.
You don't think so?
I think it's a new character.
It might be in the book. I don't know. I'm on page 4. So.
I mean.
So.
It seems weird to put out Planeswalker and be like, we don't know who it is though, and then immediately tell us who it is. I don't think it's in the book.
Yeah. All right. Well. So. I think it's Emrakul, personally.
Well, I think you're wrong.
But what do we got here? So. Oh, maybe kinda. Oh. Yeah, look at the shiny ring. What shiny ring? Oh, this? This? Yeah, alright. So the Wanderer. So this set's a little special.
Oh, your ring.
Oh. Look at that. I didn't even know. I guess I'm just kinda showing it off. I guess it is a little shiny. Yeah. Alright.
Done that.
So this so in this set there's 37 Planeswalkers? 36?
36 plus Tezzeret.
Okay, so there's 36 Planeswalkers. So you'll see Planeswalkers out uncommon with less abilities. So that means they're probably not going to be as powerful, but let's see. Prevent all non-combat damage that will be dealt to you or another permanent you control. Exile creature with power 4 or greater. I don't think that's going to see constructed play.
So, I agree. But I do think it's worth noting, though, that it does 4 mana turns off all ice things. 4 mana game 5 life. They point all the burn spells.
Is it really game 5 life though? Because you can't take it up. Like
prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to you. I mean, it turns off all their burn spells.
Yeah.
So if you can play bigger creatures in them, which is not hard in a red deck, I think this. I mean, I'm not saying for sure, but like if you're in like the black-white deck or whatever.
Hold on, I gotta shout out to my wifey. Sorry, it's Wander Often. So this is what that is for. Sorry, Arlena. She's watching too. She never watches though, but she's watching. Yeah, this is Arlena. And she said no shout out for wifey, which seems like a thing Arlena would say. All right, so.
That was just a random person.
No. All right. So Kaya, Bane of the Dead.
Wait.
Oh, sorry.
Do
we didn't finish the Wanderer?
Yeah. So, if you're playing against a mono red deck, you bring this in, and you play this 4 mana for all non-combat damage that we dealt to you, and other permanents and other permanents. Never mind. I thought it was all permanents. Because I would say that they couldn't attack it, but no, they just point some burn spell at this, kill it, and move on to live.
Yeah, especially if you minus it right away, then that's like one attacker. I mean,
Yeah.
it's the only option, so like, it's gonna die. But I mean,
maybe he's playing in a Hazard metagame.
all right, Kaya, Bane of the Dead. 6 mana total with 3 black and or white. I guess black or white, not and or. So 7 loyalty to start off, which is a lot, but it ticks down to 3, so you get 2 uses out of it unless you do something, and your opponent leaves it alone. Your opponents and permanents you control with hexproof can be the targets of spells or abilities you control. All right, so I could see that. I could see that ability being useful, like in a certain situation, like. And if the metagame reaches a certain place where hexproof is everywhere, I guess it'd be useful. But I don't know if it'll reach that place.
But it's still 6 mana. I don't think this is a constructed card.
Yeah, I mean it does kill 2 things, like exile, which is powerful.
Sure.
But again, you can only use it. Think about it, like the 6 mana -3, and then your opponent probably kills it. So 6 mana, exile a creature, gain 4 life.
That's not how to play my
Yeah.
constructed deck. Yeah, I don't think
So I think you're right.
I think it's a very powerful card and limited, but I don't think.
All right. The rare Parhelion 2. Oh, this card is insane. I don't know if it'll 8 mana is a lot.
Yeah, these are.
Yeah, for 6 mana you can draw bigger cards. You're right. But this card is 8 mana. It's a vehicle, so you need 4 power between 1 or more creatures to crew it, and then it can attack like a creature. Flying, First Strike, Vigilance. There's a lot of keywords. Whenever it attacks, not when it deals combat damage, whenever it attacks, create 2 4/4 white angel creature tokens with Flying, Vigilance that are attacking. So this seems like 8 mana, and then also having 4 powers with the creatures and also getting an attack with it seems like a lot to ask. Because by the time you get to 8 mana, and then you get to be at least the 9th turn of the game, which means your opponent's gonna see this coming.
Yeah. No, yeah, I don't think I'll be able to look at the backs of these, but yeah, this feels like a limited card.
Yeah,
But even there, might be too slow in draft. 8 mana is a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it is a thing. Like John, mana ramp is a thing for sure. But so I guess you play green and ramp it out. But like at that point, you might as well ramp into something like an independent threat that doesn't need the 4 power. Because like if they kill your creatures, or if you can't crew it, this just sits in the battlefield doing nothing. If you do attack with it once, though, it is pretty sweet.
I mean, the game basically ends. You're attacking them for 13.
Yeah.
So.
But like worst case scenario, you ramp up to play it. You don't have 4 powers of the creatures, or it's between 2 or 3 creatures, right? Because you're ramping, and then if you can't get to 4 power, you're screwed. Doomblade is not Doomblade effects are still around, but
the best Doomblade effect though says non-legendary right
so
now. It's called Cast Down. It's 1 in a black, destroy target non-legendary creature, and that's a legendary artifact which will be a creature when it's crewed.
Yeah.
So you can't kill it with a Doomblade.
All right, next pack. 99 more. All right. So Kaya's Ghost Form, enchant creature, planeswalker you control, whenever enchanted creature. Yeah, it's the kind of card that I'm gonna hate playing against Unlimited. I don't think this is. Yeah, I don't think this would be a constructed playable card.
I don't think it's. Yeah, I think you skip all the comments.
Yeah, this is just a mana rock. Nothing to see there. Yeah, it's. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, none of these are going to seem like constructions, so don't worry about that. This is a fun looking art. Up to 1 target creature gets -2/2 until end turn, amass 2. So, I mean, this kind of card is good against an aggressive deck with things that are under 2 toughness, right? So you can kill something and then get a blocker, or make your current creature bigger. But from what I've seen of the set, there's a few other cards that do that kind of effect a little bit better.
I mean, I don't think, yeah. I mean,
like there's that kind of like style effect. So there's the Kaya's whatever. What the Kaya does something similar.
Lightning Helix.
Yeah. Okay. So, but I mean, so I guess it doesn't kill the creature.
No. So amass is a new mechanic. So what amass basically does is you create a 0/0 zombie army token and then put so mass 2, you put that number of counters on the token. If you already have a token, then you don't create a new one, you just add the number of counters. So if you have no zombie army token, you cast this card, you get a 2/2 zombie army. If you have, let's say, a 1/1 zombie army already, and you cast this card, your 1/1 becomes a 3/3.
Yeah. Yeah, so it could be good. I want to see more Michael and Sam. I have a very large device that I'm using, so I have extra space for your face. All right. Lean in, Sam.
I mean, I think he wants this to be bigger.
Oh, I see. I don't...
You gotta see the cards.
Yeah, so I was looking at making this a little bit bigger, so I guess we could make it...
Hey, what's up, Nicholas?
That. Is that completely unsure?
90% sure it's Nicholas.
Are you completely unsure or completely sure? All right.
I am medium sure. Yeah, so Nicholas, I think it's good, definitely limited. In constructed though, I can play what's the 1 black all creatures get -2/-2?
Yeah.
Which is way better. Yeah, I don't think this sees any constructed play. I think I would just kill all your creatures.
I think that's probably right, but
I mean,
yeah, it's sorcery too, so you can't like surprise block or something. No combat trixies.
yeah.
All right, Bond of Passion. Gain control, target creature, untap that creature, gain taste on the turn bond. Yeah, so this is not gonna see.
It's not see any play. It's not even
Yeah, it's not. This is not a good card.
6 mana.
It's just not a good card. You increase your volume, reduce outside volume. Would by outside volume you mean like the game volume? Because yes, I could do that. Could you? The crack. I see. Good feedback. Okay, so we want audio output. Let's try this.
Oh, Michael wanted to talk constructed.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're talking construct application only.
All right.
But yes, it's a very good limited card. I agree.
This card. So I turned the crackling down. Let me know if it sounds better. I can turn our volume up too. Just let me know. So this card is going to see a lot of play, I think. So this card is really good. So basically, what this card lets you do is the first time you would draw a card each turn, your turn and your opponent's turn, you reveal it. So I guess you have to reveal it as you draw it, so you can't look at it and then decide. So you have to reveal it, right?
Well,
you may reveal the first card. So can you look at it and then decide to reveal it?
I believe so.
As
maybe not actually.
Yeah, I don't know. So I don't know on that, but that's kind of immaterial. I mean, I guess that gives your opponent a little bit more information when you draw lands and things. But so it allows you to cast a copy of that card for 2 less, and then put that card in your hand. So it's a 4/5 flyer for 4, which is already really good. And then you can just go off with cards in your deck.
And interestingly, unlike the other 2 rounds of gods that we've had, these creatures have no condition about whether they can or cannot attack. The Theros gods, you had to have a certain amount of devotion before they became creatures they could attack. And the previous Amonkhet gods all had different conditions. I think Kefnet required you to have 7 cards in hand, which made it really hard to ever attack.
Oh, look at Billy. Look at that. All right.
Yeah. So yeah, this is just a 4 mana 4/5. Although I don't know. So like, what blue deck are you playing it in though?
So I was thinking about it today. Like, you want like cards that cost like 3 or 4, right, to take advantage of the 2 less, which you don't necessarily need that. Like,
what spells? Like what kind?
Oh, like you don't want counter spells really. Like, those are no good. You want cards like Chart a Course, Opt, like things that generate card advantage for you. I think because it would then it's just like you're drawing. It's like card advantage you can keep up with decks. Normally, when you play like a kind of aggro deck like that, the downside is like the upside is you get to go out really fast, but the downside is like you run out of cards and you just run out of steam. But with this, if you can turn those cards off the top of your deck into more cards, more action, I think that's what you want to do with it.
Okay. So you think this belongs in like the mono blue deck or Drake's or something?
Yeah, maybe like some kind of. I don't even see it in the control deck.
Nicholas, yeah, it's Billy Perkins.
just outing him on the internet like that.
We know every single person in this chat.
But yeah, so I think this is a tempo aggro card. I don't think this is a control card.
Oh yeah, I don't think it's a control card.
So, all right, next pack. The one that got really drunk.
I mean, everyone got real drunk.
I mean, that's true. So we've seen this one. This is, it's limited. Return. Yep, not playing that. All right, what do we got? Ooh, this is a fun card. I don't know what it does, but I like the art. Menace sacrifices another 2 creatures. Another creature or planeswalker, yeah, so I don't think this is going to see constructed play.
Yeah, it's 3 mana.
Firemind Vessel. I could see this being used for some, like, combo-y purposes, but you're not going to just play it on its face.
Yeah, just Battlefield tap, though.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Yeah. All right, so straight to the rare. Mobilized District. Oh, look at that. They're so... They look so nice all together, holding hands. So you add a colorless mana, and Mobilized District becomes a 3/3 citizen creature with vigilance until end of turn. Still land. Costs 1 less to activate for each. I think it's pretty good.
Okay, so if you have consistently 1 legendary, so 3 mana, means 3/3 vigilance, which is good because normally creature lands cost 1 extra mana because you have to attack with them in order to do anything. With this, you can do the Celestial Colonnade attack and then use its mana for something.
Right.
But it's also only colorless mana.
Yeah. So I was about to say, like, maybe a 1-of, because if you have, like, if it costs any cheaper than 1, like, if it costs 1 or 2, like, you have 2 or 3 legendaries on the battlefield, which means you're probably winning, right? So it would, I guess, close the clock faster. But, I mean, it depends. In a 3-color deck, you might be too stretched for mana. But in the 2-color deck, I could see, like, as a 1-of, right? Because people play Field Ruin and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you have very low color requirements, it's probably free to put in.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to be, like, amazing.
Yeah.
Just, like, I don't think it's really necessarily filling that many holes.
I like that hashtag. All right.
I think after 10 or so, up the rares.
Yeah, I mean we're gonna get through all the comments here. All right, so yeah, I don't think any of these are gonna be good. Tybalt's Rager. When Tybalt dies, deals 1 damage. Yeah, nope. All right, here we go. Single combat. 5 mana. Each player chooses a creature or planeswalker they control, then sacrifice the rest. Players can't cast a creature or planeswalker spells until the end of your next turn. Each player chooses a creature or planeswalker they control, then sacrifices the rest. I don't know if I like that. Like, when they just pick their best creature.
So, yeah, so it's a board wipe, but you guys both get to choose a creature.
Yeah.
And then they don't get to play, because normally the downside of a board wipe is you play it, and then they get the first shot at rebuilding their board, so now you're behind.
Mm-hmm.
But they can't play creatures or planeswalkers.
All right.
So they can't do too much to rebuild the board.
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to be a very metagame dependent card. Remember green-white tokens from a couple years ago? They had, what was that one where you got to choose one of each?
Yeah.
Although to be fair, like I got to choose it for you. Tragic Arrogance.
Yeah.
Where I could choose an artifact, creature, enchantment, and planeswalker, and let you keep whatever. So I don't know. I think it'll be a very metagame dependent. If there's some go wide deck that seems pretty good.
Yeah, because then it lets you. I guess I didn't really fully appreciate the last line because it lets you say, okay, go, and then they can't cast creatures or planeswalkers. Maybe they, I don't know, cast an opt or something, but then you get the turn back and you have your counter magic up.
Yeah, but that being said, well, I don't think this is a control card. I think this is a mid-range board wipe. Where I make an attack, maybe get 2 or 3 damage through, pick my best creature or planeswalker. I don't know. Yeah, I don't like it.
Oh, thanks, Billy. That's so nice. All right, well, next card. We'll get to moving, so we can play some games.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think we want to talk about any of these.
It's worth noting Divine Arrow. If there's some blue-white control, That's not an unplayable card.
Yeah, there was a very similar card that I saw play when I came back in Theros, I think. I forget what it was called, but very similar. All right, Teo the Shield Mage. You have hexproof, easy enough. Create a 0/3 white wall creature. I don't like this. Maybe a sideboard card versus burn, but then what? Like, you can't really minus it because then they just trade a lightning strike for your Teo the Shield Mage, and like you did nothing. I don't like this card.
Yeah, pass.
All right, Pledge of Unity. Put a +1/+1 counter to each creature you control. You gain 1 life for each creature. I could see this being super annoying in like a green-white tokens deck sideboard card versus burn, because like against burn you don't really want, you want to keep proactive, and this is like doesn't put anything on the battlefield, and like if you're behind you lose, but like it can take you from 4 life to 7 life, which if like you have a lot of tokens on the battlefield like is a lot.
Yeah, there's also Proliferate coming back in this set in the Bant colors with blue, green, and white. So,
Yeah.
I mean, there's existing green-white tokens deck, and if you do this and then Proliferate, can't say that word right, that seems pretty good.
Yeah, I think you're right. Also, sideboard, I think you're right, John. I've tried, Mythic Wild card. All right, I've tried so hard to build a land destruction deck in every standard that I've been active in. I mean, keep an eye on the card. There's some land destruction cards in standard right now. So, and it is a 3-color meta, so you never know. Don't tempt me. All right, this seems like none of these seem great.
Someone's Thirst could possibly. I mean, Moment of Craving is better.
It's just a better moment, or a worse Moment of Craving. But I mean, Moment of Craving will rotate. So, also the art is really good.
Yeah. So it makes something to keep an eye on, but...
Yeah. Alright. Rollbout Rioters. I believe this is probably a limited card. Yeah, because at 3 mana you can be doing better things than... Depending on other creatures you control. Despark. This is cool art, too. Exile target permanently convert a mana cost 4 or greater. This seems like it'll see play. Right?
Maybe.
Sideboard? I mean, assuming there's like, all these assumptions are like... Assuming there's like a deck in this color, which I mean...
Yeah, and then, I don't know, in black and white it's not like short removal options.
I guess, but this just seems so clean. 2 mana, instant?
Yeah, but why is it... It's good when it's cheap, so play it early, but you can't play this until turn like 4 or 5.
Yeah, no, you're right. Okay, yeah, no, you're right.
I don't know, just play Mortify. Like, I think the Exile also has to be really important.
Okay, no, I see your point.
That is a good point, John. It does deal with planeswalkers, although the problem with using removal spells against planeswalkers is that they get to activate it before you can use your removal spell. So let's single combat.
Womp.
So they'll always get some value. So like technically you traded a card for a card, but they got a little bit of value first.
Ooh, this is like a beast monkey. All right. It's a modern card. I mean, yeah, I could see that too, because like modern games end like soon, so I think that's a good point too. All right, Gleaming Overseer. There's Battlefield Master 1 zombie tokens you control. I could see this in like a zombie tribal deck, but doesn't
only
really.
Zombie tokens. So
That's even worse. So it's basically you're a mass token.
And Liliana makes zombies.
Pass. All right, 10th District Legionnaire. Haste. Whenever you cast a spell that puts a target synthetically put a +1 counter on District Scry. So
it's heroic.
Yeah, so this is interesting because like these types of decks can be good if there's the support around them. Like these types of just like tempo-y type decks. And Feather is also red-white. Feather has the same kind of mechanic. Like Feather basically says when you target something, when a spell. What are you doing?
I don't know. Billy said near.
Screw you. All right.
I don't. I'm just following the instructions.
That's true. We are here for the audience. So I could see this being, if Feather's in a good deck, I could see this being in the same deck that Feather's in. All right.
Yeah. So Nicholas makes a good point. Nope, Billy or John. Michael's ear couldn't handle it.
Oh my god. Mod this channel, John.
So yeah, Nicholas. So heroic is like kind of back in red and white. There's no like obvious heroic cards, but there's a handful of cards like this. So like there could be some red white aggro heroic deck
Yeah, if you weren't busy poking me in the ear, that's what I said.
Oh, I was reading.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I agree with you. That's what I meant to say. All right, Ravnica at War, Exile. I mean, I could see this being good. I don't. It really depends on how the decks shake out. Like, I could definitely see sideboard material, but I guess this is the kind of card that's good when it's good. You know?
Yeah.
It's like it's a good rate. It's like a fine card.
It'll be very obvious when it's good.
Yeah. All right, next pack. Alright, any of these I want to talk about? It's kind of cool. Gives you the option to proliferate, cheap enabler. No. Alright.
There you go. Steel Mage again.
Alright, Dovin Hand of Control. 100% better than the NFL draft? That's great. That's great. The Cowboys only have a first round pick today, so why even watch?
I'll go grab a drink. Okay.
Okay. Artifact, instant, or sorcery spells your opponent's cast. No, I'm okay, thank you. Cast one more to cast. So proliferate says, let's look at the keywords. Choose any number of permanents and or players and give each another counter of that kind already there. So if you have like an army of just like 5 creatures with +1/+1 counters on them, you can put another one on each, like take those counters and plus them, or you can put a counter on a planeswalker because it's permanence, or if like you have not a poison counter, give any number of permanents, yeah, then give each another counter. So does proliferate work with poison counters?
Poison?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Energy counters, that kind of stuff, because I can target the player too. So Dovin Hand of Control. This card looks like I would hate it.
I don't think it's very good.
Until next turn, prevent all damage to be dealt to and dealt by target permanent and opponent controls. Artifact is just cost 1 more to. So basically, like it slows your opponent down, and I mean against a burn deck, you just minus, dealt 2 and dealt by, and then by the time they're like you're done minusing all the way down, like they're squeezed on mana, too many cards in hand, and you have 6 mana. And
so you pay 3 mana. And then you bubble their biggest threat. So it's down to 4.
I target permanent. I guess I target permanents.
Oh,
all right, no, yeah, I understand now.
Okay.
I'm better with you. Notably, it does make their stuff cost 1 more to cast, but
it's like annoying, but it's gonna go down. It's gonna be like a speed bump. It's like playing a bounce spell. They have a very specific reason for it.
Yeah. All right, yeah. Ooh. Karn. Oh. I didn't hear what he said. Alright, Karn the Great Creator. Activated abilities of artifacts your opponent's control can't be activated. +1. Until next turn, up to 1 target non-creature artifact becomes an artifact creature with power and toughness equal to its permanent mana cost. 1 target non-creature. Okay. You may choose an artifact card you own from outside the game. Reveal it, and put it into your hand. Alright, this is weird. Because the static ability, I'm talking standard here. Modern, like, there might have some stuff I don't even know about.
I think this is a Legacy and Vintage card. There's the static ability. There's Treasure Map. It's kind of the only big one I can think of.
Yeah.
Maybe there's no one playing Mana Rocks. Yeah, I think this is beyond our scope.
Yeah. Rue, like from Winnie the Pooh, Kanga and Rue.
All right, let's see what we got next.
All right, ROI, return on investment. Whenever. Yeah, none of these.
I mean, Chandra's Pyre Helix, always good to keep an eye on.
Yeah, like 1 and 1. Yeah. All right, Domri's Ambush. Put a +1/+1 target control, then that creature deals. I mean, I do love these kind of cards. This is basically like a Gruul Hunt the Week. So for those of you who do not know, Hunt the Week is my second favorite card of all time. And Samuel, for my recent nuptials, got me and Arlena.
Really just Michael.
Framed versions of foil, every version of Hunt the Week in foil. Like, what's the word of this? There's like a word for it. No, not frame, but like displayed. Mounted. Yeah, mounted. I'm gonna whenever we move and I have a wall to put my computer so I can stream into the wall and have all my magic stuff hanging up, that'll be front and center. Really a thoughtful gift.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh no, I knocked my thing down.
Okay, so the other card is Dovin's Veto. So it's a negate, but instead of playing colors, play white, and then this particular spell can't be countered. So notably, this is not good at protecting your own stuff, because they can just usually counter the original spell. So don't use it in that way, because any good player will... You're not doing anything, really. I mean, you're playing a counter spell.
Yeah.
This is good for stopping them from doing something, but, I mean, if you're playing blue-white, you probably play this over negate, but negate is, like, the minor can't be countered upside is not that big, I think.
Alright, you're the control expert here. Deliver unto... This art is really cool. I'm a fan of it. Choose up to 4 target cards in your graveyard. If you control both Planeswalker, return those cards to your hand. Otherwise, an opponent chooses 2 of them. This seems really good. Leave the chosen cards in your graveyard and put the rest in your hand. I think this would be good. Just 4 target cards in your graveyard. I mean, I think it's definitely good limited, but I don't... You give your opponent a choice, which is never great. But if you have the Planeswalker out, you just get to run back the cards, your best cards.
Yeah, but again, if you have an active Planeswalker,
if you have an active Bolas,
you're
probably winning.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
you
got
can't
sweet
do
art.
any cool gifts and given stuff, right?
What do you mean?
You can't only choose 2. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
If you choose, don't choose 2. It says up to 4, but if you choose 2, your opponent will choose those 2 back in your graveyard, and you will do nothing.
All right. Noted. All right, so we're starting to see repeat commons, so we'll probably just open the rares for the next packs. Dreadhorde Butcher. Whenever Dreadhorde Butcher deals combat damage to a player, a Planeswalker put a +1/+1 counter on Dreadhorde Butcher. When Dreadhorde Butcher dies, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. Whenever it does... I don't think this card is very good. Deals with combat... So I guess notably it is equal to its power, not equal to the number of counters on it. So you could attack with it, pump it a bunch, and then fling it.
So this is a card. It's like a reprint of something. I think it was just 1 in a red, and that was pretty good. People have said this is before my time for sure.
Yeah.
But that was in a format with a mox. So you could play something 1 and attack for 2. Or
Yeah.
attack for 1, maybe it's a 2/2.
That seems bad. That seems good.
Yeah, yeah.
Spumoni.
Well,
What?
that was not the name of the card.
I don't think so.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think it's impossible to see play. I think that's we have a very specific deck for it.
All right. Oh, I meant to hit 10. Oh well. We'll open this one and we'll start hitting 10. All right. So I like this art. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah. All right. Bond of Flurry. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Reveal, put them into your hand. Put the rest in your graveyard, or you gain 3 life. I mean, it's fine, right?
I don't think this is efficient enough.
Yeah, I don't
constructed.
What's the card? Adventure's Impulse. That's all. Is that still in standard?
Yes, it's an excellent card.
Yeah, and people don't play that.
Yeah.
So
this is a little better.
But
you get lands.
But that lets you dig 5 though.
Well, you can get artifacts, planeswalkers. It does get planeswalkers. Impulse only does 3. But only costs 1 mana.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
only get creatures and lands, I think. But yeah, no one plays it anyway.
This art is creepy as all get out. Somebody texted me. It's a good chance it's John. No, it's not John. Okay. I think it's so rude. All right. So.
Why is Nicholas texting you and not me?
I was thanking him for our beer. Shout out to the beer that Nicholas got us. It's really good. The new IPA was great. I have.
Wait, we're not talk about Cruel
Oh,
Celebrant.
I forgot. All right. When a Cruel Celebrant or another creature or planeswalker you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life, and you gain 1 life. I mean, that seems like somebody's gonna. Seems like I'm gonna lose to that at least once.
I mean, there's a decent amount of black-white token-y sacrifice cards. You can also splash red for Judith, which does a very thing. It deals damage rather than losing life. but and you don't gain life, but it's a very similar thing.
Yeah.
So there's definitely some sort of like token sacrifice. Although
Aristocrats, Aristocrats, not Aristocats. Aristocrats is a Disney movie.
Aristocrats.
Aristocrats.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I think this is a build around for sure. I think it could be good.
Yes.
All right. Time wipe. Return a creature you control to its owner's hand and destroy all creatures. That seems good.
Yeah. So right now there are several board wipes in standard, several that cost white, and then 3 mana. So this is harder to cast than them. So I don't think this sees play in like in a control deck unless we play other ones. But like if you're sideboarding creatures, like or you're playing some kind of like blue-white like tap out permanent deck.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're right. You sideboarding the creatures, or I mean, this is the kind of mid-range board, right? I think I like this better than single combat. I think. For a mid-range board, right? But I mean, playing white, blue in your mid-range deck probably is just a control deck. All right. But with the life gain cat. So, all right. So what do we got here? Fibblethip the Lost. It's an inside magic joke that.
No, I
know you get it, but Billy might get it. Nick probably gets it. A Fibblethip was a card. He was flavor text in a card in Ravnica way back in the day. And now he's here in a card all by himself. What's he do, though? When he enters the battlefield, draw a card. If he enters the library, cast, draw 2 cards. I mean, I don't think I'm good enough at Magic to know if this card's going to be good or not. So
I mean, so an Elvish Mystic. Wait, Arlene, nope. What? You don't think it's gonna be good enough? All right, Arlene has some strong opinions. She's not thinking
against it.
Is gonna be strong.
Well, look at him. He's so cute.
Okay, so Elvish Mystic has seen play, but there's also a lot due to its Elvish type, which is Elf, to be clear.
I mean, that's a good point. Like, you just play that as like a roadblock.
Yeah. There are there's the Vanifar, there's the new blue-green one-use pod. There's Vivian's Arcbow that lets you cast it from your library.
Yeah. Oh, like this one. So Vivian's Arcbow, discard a card, look at the top X cards of your library. You may put a creature card with converted mana cost extra from onto the battlefield. If it enters from the library, yeah. Okay.
But on the other hand, you're discarding a card to draw 2 cards.
And to get a 1/1, which is not super... Like, you have to pick that card. So, yeah, I think... Maybe. I don't know. Vivian's Arcbow. So this is a card that, sees play out of sideboards and, mid-range decks to keep up with control decks. This type of effect, bring a creature from your deck to the battlefield. Or, get extra cards into your hand. But you have to discard a card, and you're not even guaranteed a card.
Yeah, I mean, if you're casting it, if you have an average green deck, and it only costs 2, so it's good underneath counter magic, and then you discard, when you skip to 6 mana, you discard an extra land card, and you go 6, you're definitely hit something.
Yeah, but so Billy, this is different than card advantage. That's what we're talking about right here. So you have to discard a card to get it. So you're card neutral. So you discard your card, you pick a card. The idea is you throw away a card you don't need. In a control matchup, maybe it's you keep a few removal spells in case they slide out a creature, so maybe that's not good for you right now, so you toss it, get a new card, toss a land card, something like that. But just there's a lot of uncertainty, getting rid of a card, and I don't know. I think there are probably better. This is no what was the 3 mana artifact that lets you draw a card? Beastmaster's Bestiary.
Lifecrafter's Bestiary.
Yeah. This is no Lifecrafter's Bestiary. Let's be clear. It's got cool art though. Plain Wide Celebration. Oh, did they win? Did they win?
Yeah.
Great.
So, in the background of the art, you can see Nicol Bolas' statue. If you follow the Magic story at all, you know what that means. If you don't, that's an hour-long conversation. But he was a dragon, and he built a statue himself, and they toppled it. All right.
Choose 4. You may choose the same mode more than once.
Yeah, Arlena gets it. It's no bestiary.
Create a 2/2 citizen creature token. That's all colors. Return target permanent creature card from your graveyard and proliferate. You gain 4 life. I don't think this will see constructed play. It's way too expensive.
Yeah, for 7 mana. I mean, it's cool.
Yeah, it's a cool design. It'll be a bomb in limited though.
Wait, alright. What pre-release would be advantage then? Like the land card that taps second.
Pre-release?
I have no idea. Are you talking about Vivian's Arkbow again, Billy? Like the land card that taps to sack a new actual land card.
You on drugs?
Oh no, he's talking about there's some land card, you tap it and get other lands. You like sack land and get a new land. Like it's not a land card, but what's the one green white card? Knight of the Reliquary?
Yep.
Let's you like sack lands, get other lands.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that, Billy, in that you get rid of your like bad cards to get better cards, but you don't go up any number of cards because you trade one card for one card, and you also had to play Vivian's Arkbow.
So you're already down a card.
That costs you a card.
All right. Parhelion, we already looked at that one. Tomic Distinguished Advocist, which if you would ask me how to spell Advocist, I would not have put a K in there. So, flying, okay, for 2 mana, seems good already. Lands on the battlefield, and land cards in your graveyards can't play target spells or abilities your opponents control. Your opponents can't play land. This seems like a Eternal card, like a modern Legacy. But at the same time, I don't know if you're still watching, John, but 2/3 flyer for 2?
Yeah.
Like, what is going on with Magic? That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, this might see play in Standard
Yeah.
on a white deck.
Just for its aggressive potential.
Yeah, like, I mean, Skymarch Aspirant, like, what 2-drops are they playing right now?
It's a lot of 1-drops.
Yeah, I guess if you want to, like, convoke it out.
Yeah, and Adanto Vanguard.
Yeah, and Human Advisor, but, like, yeah.
I mean, if you show me this card when I was playing my Legendary Savannah Lions, come on. So, I mean, look at that. All right, I'm down with that. Rare wild card, best card in the game.
True.
Command the Dreadhorde. Ooh, this art is great. Choosing a number of target creature and/or planeswalkers cards in graveyards. Command the Dreadhorde deals damage equal to the total converted mana cost of those cards. Put them onto the battlefield under your control. Target creature, planeswalker, graveyards deals damage to you. Oh, so you just get them?
I mean,
You have to take damage.
yeah, it's like a one-shot Dark Confidant.
Interesting. So like
6 mana.
you're gonna take if you get take anywhere from with 6 mana you're probably gonna take at least 4 damage, right? 6 mana to get anything less would be a kind of a waste.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, 6 mana to get a 4 mana card though, and you lose for life.
Yeah, I think if you play this card, it's not to do that. It's to take 13 damage and try to win.
Yeah. I don't think this is a standard card.
Yeah.
I think you have to get more powerful cards.
On the flip side, what about playing this against a control deck? Like it's 6 mana, which is a lot. You'll probably never be able to resolve it.
Yeah, I was say if you want to play 6 mana sorcery against like it was instant.
Maybe, yeah. But I mean, I guess the thought is you're not worried about your life there.
It's a solid attempt at Advocist. But yeah, I mean, sure. Alright guys, Michael's gonna bring in his 6 mana sorcery. To only play his cards really, since I don't have any permanent cards.
I mean, if you use all your counter spells, countering all the stuff, I'm gonna get back in the graveyard. Clearly, that's the strategy here.
Sure.
All right. God Eternal Bantu. So this is another one of the gods we talked about. Menace. 5/6 for 5 for Menace is already pretty good. Sacrifice any number of permanents and draw that many cards. That's really good. This card is good.
Yeah.
These cards are...
Yeah, so I think... I mean, 5 mana, 5/6. That's a very good rate. I don't think that for 5 mana is like enough by itself to see play.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I don't know if this will be like I don't think this fits in like Golgari. I mean, maybe there are some like your like explore creatures get useless. So
yeah, I mean you got your Lana Worlds lying around. You got your
yeah.
I'm with John. I think this card is great.
I'm saying I don't think it's necessarily gonna. I don't think you just put this in at the 5 mana slot in Golgari. I think this is in that black white sacrifice deck we talked about earlier.
That'd be good too. Yeah.
I don't think it's good enough to just be a mid range card.
Yeah, I mean, the ability to draw, just to turn your Merfolk Branchwalkers, Llanowar Elves into 3 cards, it's pretty good. But I mean, why don't you just play, what's the Hydra Crisis at that point, right?
Yeah.
Which...
And, like, a Merfolk Branchwalker is still 3/2, like, half the time.
Yeah.
That's not a card.
Yeah, no, you're right. But I do think this will see play.
Yes. I don't think it will... Yeah, I think it sees play in a deck that wants to sacrifice the creatures actively.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like a tokens deck.
Karn, I don't know what Follow Thrawn does.
It's the Saga. That's the one that destroys lands, Nicholas?
Another permanence, so you can discard, you can sacrifice enchantments, artifacts, things like that too.
Oh, and lands.
And lands.
Just go all in.
Why not? You won't be able to cast anything, but all right.
Who cares? You have a bunch of cards.
Karn's Bastion.
You'll figure it out.
Proliferate. All right. I mean, I think you can make this work in a token deck. I think that's pretty good. But I mean, if you want to proliferate, there it is.
Yeah.
Sure. All right. Ooh, lots of fun stuff here.
Oh yeah.
Wow. All right.
All right. Let's start at the top left.
Top left. Sarkhan the Masterless. All right. So this is a rare Planeswalker. This means it's got 2 abilities. So Planeswalkers in this set also have static abilities, so they're kind of like enchantments in that regard. Whenever a creature attacks you or a Planeswalker you control, each dragon you control deals 1 damage to that creature. All right. He makes dragons. All right. Each dragon... So that's really weird because a dragon deals the damage. So if you can give your dragon Death Touch or something, whenever a creature attacks you... So like, if like 3 creatures attack Sarkhan...
It deals 1 damage to each creature.
That's really
for
good.
Each dragon.
I think that's sneaky good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian is going to love... Brian is going to love this card. All right. Until end of, and he makes dragons. So each planeswalker you control becomes a 4/4 red dragon creature, gains flying. So if you have a lot of planeswalkers out, you just attack with your planeswalkers, or you can create a 4/4 dragon. So you can create 1 dragon before you got to plus it.
So this doesn't give them the Gideon ability, right? So you have a 1 loyalty planeswalker becomes a 4/4 dragon. They can block with a 1/1 and kill it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
it flies though. So
sure.
I think I don't know, Billy. I don't know. This is the kind of card that like I think it might be too much time to develop. You're right, but I mean, I've always found cards that like these kind of cards that create like planeswalkers that create big creatures to be good.
Of course you do.
Because I like them. Alright. Chandra Fire Artisan. 4 mana, 4 loyalty. Whenever 1 or more loyalty counters are removed from deals that much damage. Okay, so kind of a little bit of protection for itself. Alright, so you can play a card at the top of your library. It's always good. Exile top 7 cards of your library. You might play them this turn. And this card is good.
Yeah, I mean, so we've seen this kind of ability before in, there's been a lot of previous Chandras and some champs have done that, where you can impulsively draw, what they call it, where you look at the top card, you play it this turn, if not, it's gone forever. That's always been good. This can be attacked, but this does have, so it's worse than enchantment in that case, but then when they do attack it, it does deal 5 damage, since you'll play it and then immediately plus it. So it's not, so like even if they kill it right away, you probably don't draw 1 card, because you can't play this and then play the card right away. Notably, you can play a land, but if you play this on 4, you can't play a land.
I think it's better than Vance's Blasting Cannons and like those 4 mana type.
Okay, damage only to opponent or planeswalker, so you can't kill creatures. That makes it worse.
I misread that.
Yeah. I'm a little lower on it now.
I do still think it's better than those 4 mana enchantments, but it's worse than all the other Chandras. Does that make sense? Like all the other Chandras, like it's definitely no fire.
I don't know. I think there's a lot of advantage in playing enchantment and then really hard to remove. Like, you have to have specific enchant removal cards.
That's true. This you can just like attack down. So I guess they have their
or play Vraska's Contempt or whatever.
All right, yeah. All right. Excuse me.
All right. While Michael's dying, look at our Gideon Blackblade. 1 white. So 3 mana. So 3 mana Planeswalker is always been pretty good. And Gideon always had this like static ability. That's always one of Gideon's like abilities you have to pay to activate. So this is pretty cool. You get it for free every turn.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 3 mana 4/4 only on your turn, which is good.
It's indestructible. Prevents all damage. So like Samuel said, it's basically like you get to +0 it for free every turn, which is cool. Which means you can +1 it, which gives up to 1 other target creature you control. Vigilance, Lifelink, are indestructible, so very flexible, I think. Which will make it good in a variety of decks, you know? And, what?
You were choking.
Oh, thank you. It is exilable, and that's like, you know, Vraska's Contempt, which is an exile-based card, is one of the most played removal spells right now. But its upside is so good. Like,
I mean, is it though? Like, the +1 doesn't... So the -6 does get put 3 turns for that, and then it dies. So you have to wait 4 turns for it to stick around. And the +1, like... Vigilance, Lifelink, and then, like...
I think, I mean, you're playing this in, like, your like, aggro deck, right?
Sure.
And
would you play this over Benalish Marshal, which is a 3 mana 3/3 that pumps all your other creatures by +1/+1, or History Benalia, which makes 2 2/2s, and then for 1 turn pumps most of your creatures +2/+1?
yeah.
I don't think it's better than any of those cards.
Yeah, no, I guess you're right. I mean, and like the +1 is a little limited because if you give it indestructible, like they just kill it in response. But Vigilance and Lifelink, I mean, maybe it's not as good. All right, so at first blush, I thought it was very good. Huh?
It only gives you 1 of those.
Yeah, no. So
Okay.
yeah, so that's So I mean, like if you choose indestructible, then like you might have just wasted it because they might just kill it in response, and like that's done. So I guess they can do the same for Vigilance and Lifelink as well. But I think it's good.
I think it's a sideboard card for the white aggro decks when they're trying to play. Like, 'cause right now they only have the 3 mana instant against control decks, and so then you have to like hold that up and hope that this is the turn they play their board wipe.
Mm-hmm.
And like Unbreakable Formation, it's a 2 and a white, and if you play it during your turn, all your creatures get a +1/+1 counter.
Yeah.
And then otherwise, or all the time, they gain indestructible. So that's what you play when you try to beat Wrath of Gods. So I think this, for same mana cost, you can play it right away.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's a 4/4 creature that's very hard for them to deal with.
Mm-hmm. All right. No, I see your point.
I think it's a sideboard card, which is important. It looks really cool, but...
Yeah, the art's great too. All right, Solar Blaze. Each creature deals damage to itself equal to its power, so like a really weird board wipe.
In red-white.
With some cool art.
A deck known for its need for board wipes.
Yeah, so I don't know about this. I mean, this is you territory. I mean, I think there's other better board wipe options probably.
I mean, so if you want to play Arcades the Strategist and High Alert.
And the big butts.
Yeah, you can play a 4-color
one-sided board wipe.
Defender deck, and then, yeah.
But when you're playing the mirror match, obviously it's gonna be dead.
Yeah, you side it out in the mirror
What are you
match.
doing? Oh, this is brutal. Look at them. Alright, Sorin, Vengeful Bloodlord. As long as your turn, creatures and planeswalkers you control have lifelink. Planeswalkers, that's cool. Deals 1 damage target, player planeswalker.
And you gain 1 life.
Yeah. Goes up to 6 if you plus it. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. I don't know about this. These planeswalkers are kind of throwing me off because like part of the good things.
Yeah, it's pretty good in a vampire deck.
John loves it. Part of the good thing about planeswalkers is they're flexible, right? And if you only have 2 abilities, they're less flexible. The first ability is not terribly impactful. I mean, it's good, but it gets it to 6 loyalty, I guess. But I could see this being good. Landing this against a control deck would be good. because then you can keep recurring your threats, and you're not really worried about it getting burned out or attacked. But I think you probably have better options.
I think, I mean, I keep talking about it. I think this goes in the black-white sacrifice deck.
You should build the black-white sacrifice deck.
Because, like, lifelink is sneaky good when you're going wide.
Yeah.
Well, not sneaky, it's just good.
Yeah. That's a good point, yeah. Because it gives all your creatures that.
Yeah, like, it kind of depends how you're going wide or how you're sacrificing stuff, but there's a 4-mana Ajani that also, not this one, for M19, that gets back small creatures. So, like, you can get back your Cruel Celebrants.
Yeah.
And some of those deal damage when they die, like Footlight Fiend.
Yeah.
So,
Alright.
Alright.
I see it. Alright, so note to work on the Planeswalker deck. Or the Sacrifice deck. Nisu Shakes the World. Oh my god, that's so much text. Alright. 5 mana, 5 loyalty. Whenever you tap a forest for a mana, add an additional. So your forest tap for 2 mana. 2 green mana. +1, put. So make a 3/3 land with counters. Untap it. So it becomes a 3/3, and you can stack it on the same land then. So you can make it a 6/6 next turn. A 9/9 turn after that. Vigilance and haste. So Vigilance you can attack and then tap it afterwards if you want to. Untap it. Oh, it doesn't. It's not till end of turn. It's just a land. It's just a creature.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool. You get an emblem with lands you control of indestructible. I mean, all right.
I got someone in Legacy Cube the other day. Like the M13 or M14 Nissa makes all your lands creatures forever, and he animated 3 of them, and I board wiped him.
All right, so I think the key part of this is going to be your lands are going to stay creatures, but there's 35 other planeswalkers in this deck, and there's so much competition at 5 that I don't know. You know, you got
and also, like, what are you, like, you're playing 5 mana, and the static lets you, like, so the next turn you do have 12 mana. Like,
that is a lot of mana.
Yeah, Nicholas, I mean, I've never been a fan, but a lot of times to my, like, detriment and my fault.
Misu's asleep.
Yeah, and I agree. I just don't see where this fits in. Like, if there is some reason to ramp up to 12 mana, I guess Hydroid Crisis.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Alright. Ajani the Great-Hearted. Creatures you control have vigilance. You gain 3 life. Put a +1/+1 card on each creature you control. Plus loyalty counter. So like, this seems like it goes in a deck with other planeswalkers. Because gaining 3 life is whatever. Giving your creature vigilance is good, but I mean, doesn't really go with like the gain 3 life theme.
Yeah, none of these. So I don't get why I'm playing a deck where gaining 3 life is good, but also I have lots of planeswalkers, which they're trying to attack my planeswalkers, but also all these planeswalkers. Then my creature also have vigilance. Like, I want to play off the planeswalkers.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I see you. All right. The Elder Spell. Destroy down target planeswalkers. So all of these crystals, 35 of them, plus whatever in the last set. Choose planeswalker control, put 2 loyalty counters on it. So I think this card will be good. I don't think it'll be as good as you think it's going to be, because like, it's going to be hard for your opponents to have more than 1 or 2 planeswalkers out. If they do, it'll be really good. I don't think you necessarily have to have a planeswalker out for this to be good. I think, 2 mana destroy planeswalker is probably just going to be good.
Destroy any number of target planeswalkers.
Right, but I mean, yeah. I think even if they only have 1, like 2 mana destroy planeswalker, I think it's just going to be good.
Yeah.
Because to your point of like, even those 2 mana later in the game, that's not super helpful. Like, getting rid of planes, you have to have very specific cards to get rid of planeswalkers, so.
Yeah. So also though, like,
I don't know if you really want to be playing this card, get rid of your opponents. I think if they have them, obviously you just get rid of them. But again, like, so you have this card, it's in your hand, you can't cast it for 3 or 4 turns and have them play a planeswalker. Even when they do play a planeswalker, they still get some amount of value. It's still trading 1 for 1. I think that you don't put this in any deck, especially because, like, Wrath Contempt is like 2 more mana.
Yeah.
But, like,
catches everything.
Yeah, and you can. I think so. We can't see them now because we're only looking at rares. But there's a bunch of uncommon planeswalkers that start at 5 loyalty and then go -2/-2, and then are stuck at 1, and then have some static ability that may or may not be relevant. I think this is a card you plan to sacrifice your own planeswalkers.
I mean, I think that's definitely a strategy, but I don't know if I agree necessarily.
Yeah, I mean, and also Nicholas is right. This is a sideboard card. If there is some Super Friends deck,
Yeah.
that seems like it'll be pretty. But again, like you'll feel great if you kill three planeswalkers. I would feel awesome.
Yeah.
But it's not really a 3-for-1 because they got some amount of value off each of those 3 cards. You didn't trade 1 for 1.
Yeah, but before you were definitely going to lose the game, and afterwards you could maybe win the game.
I mean,
you know?
sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good. I think you think it's less good than I think it is.
I don't think you want to necessarily play this just to kill other people's planeswalkers. I don't think that's its spot.
Okay.
Because there are also some number of games you lose because you draw your 2 copies of this, and they play a planeswalker, make a token, and you kill the planeswalker, and you still have a 3/3 token to deal with.
Oh yeah, I mean, I see your point. Yeah, I see your point. And it is gonna be able to get your walkers to ultimate pretty quickly.
Well,
All right.
Yeah, and then also, I was talking about a case. You have to also have a planeswalker.
Yeah. All right. Karn the Great Creator. I talked about that. Teferi Time Raveler. John, you need to read this one because if you thought Dovin was bad. Each opponent you can cast spells only anytime they cast a sorcery. +1 until your next turn. You may cast sorcery spells though they have flash. Okay. Seems good. -3, return up to 1 target artifact, creature, or enchantment to its owner's hand, draw a card. So, I think this Planeswalker is really good. Like, so, what are my thoughts on this? So, I think it's good. I don't think it's gonna see wide play. I think 5-mana Teferi is just better as like a general planeswalker. But I think this planeswalker will find a spot to shine, and it will shine very brightly. Does that make sense?
I mean, I think this is not a main deck card,
Yeah.
but it's 3 mana, which is always good against control.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't really gain you, and does not at all gain you any card advantage. But it shuts off all their counter spells.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the static text of this one is what's important.
And then even so, like you play this on, like this even there on the play. You play this on 3. They don't have a counter spelling. X on the play, whatever. You minus or whatever, it doesn't really matter. They untap on 4. They cast Vraska's Contempt at sorcery speed. Now you get your turn 4.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Yeah. So I think it's good.
Yeah. I think, yeah.
So, how does the new legend? That's a great question. I don't think
Yes.
you can. Can you?
Yes.
That's dumb.
It's
I don't
like-
like
it's
that.
Yes.
We're changing it right here.
Legendary. They're like legendary creatures now, where you can play like 2 legends. That's not helpful at all. Exactly. Now they're just like legendary creatures. We can play 2 of the same legendary creature as long as they're different cards, like the 2 Thalias.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's how it is. So, all right. We're probably gonna start seeing some repeats soon. Yeah, Parhelion, God Eternal. All right, Awakening of Vitu-Ghazi. Put 9+1, so you can get a 9/9. This card seems not good.
This is a card on a lose to Unlimited, for sure.
All right, Spark Double. You may have Spark Double enter the battlefield as a copy of a creature or planeswalker you control, except it has 1+1/+1 counter additionally. Wait, with an additional +1 if it's a creature. So if it has 0+1/+1 counters, it enters with 1.
Yes.
All right, he might. Maybe I'll lose to a 9-year-old dressed up as Nicol Bolas, playing Nicol Bolas. That would be the ultimate.
Yeah, so this is the Spark Double. It's a clone, except we can clone Planeswalkers that enters with 1 extra counter. +1/+1 counter creature and loyalty if it's a Planeswalker.
And I think this is a limited card because for 4 mana on Constructed, you could be doing something better, right?
And it also isn't legendary, which is good because this is automatically cleared Planeswalker.
It's only you control. Yeah, I don't think clones are usually best. You can copy their creatures.
Yeah.
This can't. It's 4 mana. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, John. It has lights on the side. Look at it. I don't know if I can control them or not. All right, Fibblethip again. Ignite the beacon. Search your library for 2 Planeswalker cards. Reveal to put their hand on the shelf of your library. So this is your territory here, Samuel. Is this card good?
Why is this my territory?
Because this seems like a card you would. It's an instant speed, so it seems like a card you can maneuver yourself in a good way against control. But because like this is not a card you play in like a. Maybe you play it in a mid-range deck, but like it seems against an aggro deck, it seems like you want to be affecting the board, and against a control deck, like they're just gonna counter it because you can't fight over it.
Yeah. I mean, pretty obvious. This is a Super Friends card.
Yeah.
But I think since there's so many, like, I think you play it in like a Planeswalker Singleton deck, other than common Planeswalkers with different abilities. So if you need that, you play one hexproof card. That one, and if you need hexproof, you then it doesn't put them into play. So it's 5 mana to draw 2 really good cards. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah. All right. I'll take your word. All right. Plain White Celebration. We read that one. Parhelion the Third. So I can hear you, Billy. Astonishingly, I don't need my headphones on to do that. And the other ones did break, kind of, John. It was just the cord, technically, I guess. But I could have used them still. Don't troll me. Soul Diviner. I like this card. So basically, you can remove a counter from a permanent you control. Artifact, creature, land, or planeswalker, and you get to draw a card. Yeah. Plays defense. I mean, this kind of card does not necessarily. It can go in a deck where you want to attack. Does not, because I mean it's a 2/3 for 2, which is fine. Does not necessarily need to do that. It plays good defense, and I mean you don't have to tap the block, so block some stuff. Yeah. Tap it, draw a card.
I don't know what kind of like year you're playing Magic in when you're like, oh, a 2-mana 2/2. That's good enough for an aggro deck.
2/3. Thank you.
2/3, yeah.
So it can attack into all those 2-mana 2/2s. Yeah, you don't like this one? Yeah, I could see that. I could see that, John. All right. All right, well, let's start down here. Storev Devkarin Lich. All right. 4 mana, some strict color requirements. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, Planeswalker, return to your hand target creature or Planeswalker card in your graveyard that wasn't put there as combat. Return to your hand. Combat damage to a player. This seems like it would be a limited card.
Yep. I mean, a 4 mana 5/4 is a very.
I mean, this is going to be like a good limited. I mean, this is. I don't know if this will see the play constructed. Is what I'm saying. Like, it's got a good effect, right?
I mean,
like, it's not a bad card.
I think this might have some constructed play. I mean, not that this matters in standard right now, but zombie and elf are both relevant creature types.
What about Monster from the Upside Down, which is clearly also in the picture?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, sorry. No spoilers.
And 5 power and trample means that's very like Dice of Doomblade, whatever.
Problem is you have to attack with it and connect with it. It does have trample.
Yeah, so connecting seems relatively easy. So you just have to attack with it. And John, to answer your question, this is a Planeswalker-centric set. So they have 36 Planeswalkers. There's guaranteed to one every pack of like physical cards. Every boost pack you buy will have one Planeswalker. And so to do that, they put them also at rare and also at uncommon. The uncommon ones, though, will only have minus abilities, which we've seen a handful
of. Yeah, and so, like, brief 15-second explanation of the story. Some bad stuff's going down. They called all the Planeswalkers to one place. So in this actual story right now, there's a ton of Planeswalkers fighting. So that's why there's so many Planeswalkers in the set. Also, sorry, Billy. I didn't mean to ruin Stranger Things for you. Yeah, so I could see it seeing play, but I mean, again, it just seems like it doesn't affect the board right away, which seems for 4 mana in a
Yeah.
mid range. Like,
I don't know. Like, I think 4 mana is like the most you can pay for a card that doesn't have any effect on the board.
yeah, and it'll be good against.
And you're playing in like,
I would say this is like a good backstop too. So like you played against an aggro deck, like they can't really get through this. You can attack, and then you have another blocker.
Yeah. And you're playing in like Golgari mid range, so when you play your Morphic Branchwalker on 2, and you have to put your Hydroid Krasis in the graveyard to have to hit your land 3.
Yeah, that's a
Then
good point.
on turn 6 and 7, you can be like, alright, I'm ready to draw my Hydroid Krasis now.
Let's just get it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you only have to hit once for it to replace itself.
yeah. All right, you're convincing me a little bit. Also, they're wearing bone armor, or is it just like a feather? I don't know.
Oh, it's only it's feathers.
All right. We already talked about Karn's Bastion. Already talked about Sorin. Widespread Brutality. The art on this card looks like the art on Browbeat. So you know. 4 mana, Amass 2. Remember, that's where you can make the zombie or add 2 counters to the zombie if you don't have it. Or, sorry, the army. Then the army you amass deals damage to each non-army creature.
So, straight up, it's a 4 mana Pyroclasm.
Yeah.
Not very good.
And, like, as it gets bigger, like, why don't you just play a different board wipe?
Because this doesn't kill your zombie.
Yeah, but like if it seems sketchy to me that you're trying to win with either just like you get up to like a 6/6 and then you kill everything else and then that's it, you're in on it, right? It seems not great to me because like
I mean, I think you play this in your Mass deck.
all right, yeah,
Yeah, I think the Mass 2 has to really matter. I don't think you're playing this for 4 mana, like, possible board wipe.
yeah, all right. Solar Blaze, talked about that.
So, John, I think getting Blackblade is a pretty good card. I just, in Standard right now, there are, like, really good 3-drops, and I think they're all better than Gideon right now. Like, maybe it goes in a different deck, or maybe the deck changes, but I don't know. I think it's a fine card, just to be clear.
All right, Ral Storm Conduit, 4 mana. It can come in with 6 if you plus it right away. That's a lot for 4 mana. Scry 1, and not the most impactful effect. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, deals 1 damage to. Okay. Whenever you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. All right. I mean, this card seems good in the spells deck.
So, I don't know if you saw, with Infinite Combo, you can play with this card.
The combos.
That it might actually be a relevant like deck that I have to beat. So, what's the Teamer Gates deck plays it, or the Teamer Reclamation
Thanks, Billy.
Expansion Explo?
Yeah.
What up, buddy? Expansion Explosion.
Yeah.
So everyone's playing for the explosion side, occasionally expansion. But expansion says so you pay 2 mana that's either blue or red. So 2 is it. Or sorry, not 2 is it. That sounds like 4. You pay is it. So 2 mana of any combination of blue or red, and you can copy target instant sorcery that costs 4 less. So you've always been able to, if you cast like a shock, and then you hold priority, cast the first expansion targeting shock, and then before that resolves, you cast a second expansion targeting the first expansion.
And it's gonna copy.
Then you can create infinite copies. Like you need some spell to like start the chain, but you've always been able to do that. It just there's been no reason to because those are copies being cast. So there's no value in doing that. Ral is like the first card that's oh my gosh, whatever. I can't move the mouse when it's zoomed in. All right, whenever you cast or copy. So if you have Ral, and then anyone plays a instant or sorcery, and you have 4 mana open, and they don't have a counter spell, you infinitely copy Expansion Explosion.
So if you have 2 expansions, you just expansion, copy whatever, have the other expansion, copy your expansion, and have that expansion, copy the other expansion, just over and over and over and over,
Yeah,
and then
it
this is going to
keeps
trigger. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so it is like, it has to be a cheap spell, you have to have Ral in play, you have to have 2 Expansion Explosions in your hand.
But I mean,
But, yeah, sorry.
so how much mana do you need to So you need.
You need 4 mana to play the 2 expansions. and then if you play the first spell, you need whatever that costs, or they can play it too.
So at least turn 5.
Yes, but also like Expansion Explosion is a fine card. Shock, Lava Coil,
I like me a shock, yeah.
Opt. Those are all.
You can put spells in decks, yes.
But I'm saying, you don't have to. So, asking someone to play Expansion Explosion, fine.
Yeah.
Asking someone to play Opt or Charter Course, and we have Ral -2, cast 2 Ops, or a second Op, or plus scry 1, then deal some like you're not asking a lot of that deck
Yeah.
to play this infinite con. I don't know how good it'll be, how consistent, or how consistent you want it to be, but yeah, you just play card draw and card selection and play a control deck, and then be like, all right, now I win.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I see it. I will be so mad when I lose to that. All right, Ugin the Ineffable.
It's Michael's nickname.
Joke's on you, I don't know what ineffable means. So.
It means no one wants to F you.
Oh. That was great. I set you up right there. But I still don't know what ineffable means. Alright. Color spell you cast. Color spells you cast cost 2 less to cast. Exile top card of your library face down. Look at it. Create 2/2 color spirit creature token. When that token leaves the battlefield, put the exiled card into your hand. What? Exile the top card of your library face down. Look at it. Create a creature. When the creature leaves the battlefield, that's a really weird ability. Okay. Destroy target permanent that's 1 or more colors. I think this will get a lot of points by being colorless and going anything.
Wait. Sorry. Nicholas on, I don't know, the last blue-red 2-card combo is supposed to be pretty easy to swap into modern. Oh, no, I'm saying the opposite, Nicholas. I think this Ral combo is good. I'm saying that like it requires 4 separate cards in order to go off, but those are 4 cards that you would play anyway. Like it doesn't take a lot of you to play these cards. So I think it's a good combo. And I'm saying that yeah, I think it being 4 cards is not necessarily a downside. Sorry. Back to Ugin, the Ineffable.
I don't know. Like, 6 mana is more than 5 mana. And 4 mana. Got that math down.
Nothing gets past you.
But, so the ability to create a creature and then have card advantage out of that creature seems really good against control, right? It both gives a threat, and then when they deal with the threat, then you get the card.
Yeah, and I guess it's just leave, so there's no way I have to deal with it at some point.
Yeah, and you can, in a pinch, like, I mean, it's always going to be a challenge to resolve these planeswalkers against control anyway. Mm-hmm. So, like, that's not really an argument, because same thing on the 5 mana planeswalkers, right? But you can, in a pinch, if you resolve it, you destroy their Teferi, like, whatever they got going on. Deep Sanity.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, those kind of decks usually play multicolored threats. I can't think of a single color threat that bring out the sideboard. It's usually hostage taker type situations.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
it's 1 or more colors. So basically
so just not a non-colorless. Oh, even better.
Yeah, basically destroys anything.
Except for Ugin. I like this card.
Yeah. I think 6 is kind of a lot. For like, making it 2/2 isn't super effective. It is like +1 draw a card slowly. And there's not really, like, you can play Treasure Map for free. I do like my Treasure Map.
You can play if you have them all in your hand, you can play them all for free.
And then you play Karn. I don't know if it's good enough for Constructed, at least right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think especially coming out for Ravnica, there's a lot of multicolored cards. And so you don't get to take advantage of color spells.
Mm-hmm.
6 mana +1, draw a card 2 turns from now when your opponent wants you to.
Yeah.
And then 6 mana, you only get 6 mana to destroy anything. I don't think this is constructed playable right now.
Yeah, because I could see a situation where you play 6 mana, you attack, they get rid of your Ugin, and then they just never kill the 2 mana threat until like they're already winning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, yeah. Alright. Next 10. Probably going to start seeing some more repeats here. Ugin, White Spirit Vitality, 3rd Gideon, another Ugin. We'll come back to Domri, come back to Massacre Girl. Yeah. All right, Chandra, single combat. All right. So we'll start with Massacre Girl. So Massacre Girl is kind of like Fibblethip. She was a character on a card, probably in Ravnica, and they made her. There's a lot of fan service in the set, if you can't tell. But I think this card is
on this stream. Self burn.
I think this card is really cool.
I don't know. Cool.
I don't know if it's good.
I don't know either.
It's got a really cool design though. So basically, how this card works is each of the creature gets a -1/-1. So if you kill something with -1/-1, then it's going to trigger again, but other creatures will get another -1/-1, so -2/-2 total. And if you kill something, it'll trigger again. So if you kill like 5 1/1s, then things will get -5/-5, and then it'll keep chaining. So if there's a chain of power toughness in play, it seems really good, but it hits your creatures too, notably. So again, I don't know if it's good, but it's really cool.
Yeah, because it has to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, like for it to really do anything.
Mm-hmm. I mean, or like this might go in your token deck. You're killing all your tokens, but you're gonna wipe their entire board.
Yeah.
And if you want to kill yourself anyway,
you're not necessarily, because how many? If the tokens deck with 1, 2, 3, 4.
I mean, so if you have a tokens deck with like a 3/1/1s though, it still triggers 3 times.
Each other creature gets whenever a creature dies this turn. Oh, okay. I thought it was each round has to have.
No. So like
Okay.
you can if you have multiple 1/1s, you can jump straight to 3 or 4 essentially.
That's cool.
But I think it works cleanest when it's like 1, 2, 3.
This
4.
is going to be real confusing.
A pain to explain to pre-release.
Yeah.
You're like, no, I promise it works this way.
I promise you, all your cards are dead.
Was that a Community reference, Billy? All right. Jace Wheeler Mysteries, if I remember
That is
correctly.
a hell of a mana cost.
Yeah.
Although, it's Cryptic Command.
Yeah, so let's see.
It's probably great.
The draw card library has no cards that you win the game. All right. Completely irrelevant. +1. Target player puts top 2 cards of their library in the graveyard. Draw a card. So basically +1 draw card. I guess you could have some reason to get cards in your graveyard if you want to, but most likely search for Azcanta.
What do you mean some reason? Look right above it.
Yeah, but are you really? Yes. But are you really gonna mill yourself 2 cards at a time?
I mean, I'm just saying.
I think search for Azcanta is the more.
Or, I mean, like, there has been a lot of, like, mill cards. And there's the Ashiok, the new one that mills too.
Okay.
Like, I'm just saying, you're like, if you have some reason to put cards in your graveyard, like, the card we're looking at.
Yeah, I don't think that's a reasonable card in your graveyard.
No.
It is. It objectively is.
Lab Maniac is a win con.
I don't know what Maniac is.
It's 2 and a blue, that text.
Okay.
2/2.
Okay.
I think,
You think I'm dismissing it too quickly?
yeah, like, this is better than mill.
Alright. Okay.
Because you can do it to yourself, and maybe get some advantage from it.
I mean, I think it's better. I think searching Azcanta will make it worth it. I mean, because they're probably going the same kind of deck. But draw 7 cards. Then if your library has no cards, then you win the game. So,
I mean, this is a self-mill combo card.
yeah, I don't think this goes anywhere else. It's a backup win con in Vintage, yeah.
I've seen LSV win plenty of cube drafts with Lab Mania.
Domri, Anarcha Bolus.
Nicholas.
Look at that. Look at the stuff in the background. Is that Nissa in the background? Can't tell. Alright. 3 mana, 3 loyalty. Creatures you control get +1/+0. Like it already. Add a mana. Creatures spells you can't control. Creature spells you control you cast this turn can't be countered.
So notably, unlike a lot of these types of cards, it's not just creatures you use this mana for.
Oh, it's any creature. Okay, yeah. Target creature control fights target. Oh, it's like a. So you get a +1/+0. It's kind of like a counter, almost like a Hunt the Weak Planeswalker. I don't think this is very good.
I disagree.
Explain.
So, 3 mana is very cheap, and it ramps you, and gives all your creatures a buff. So creatures getting a buff. I mean, it is only +0, +1/+0.
Mm-hmm.
But it's good against other creature decks. It's good against control decks.
Mm-hmm.
And then the +1 means that you're against control decks, and the -2 means that you get a free like fight card in a deck that's like when you ever play green red ramp, like you always have this like tension of like how many like interaction cards you have versus how many like you don't draw. Like this is like an Elvish Mystic that's also a Hunt the Weak, that's also a can't be countered. I think it's like what deck is this bad against? Or sorry, what deck does this not have a use against?
Yeah, I guess, but it doesn't do anything. Like, okay, I plus it every turn. If I'm not playing against a like it ramps me 1, okay, give you that. But if I'm not playing against a creature like a control deck, then the second text is useless. +1/+0 is nice, but I don't know if it's worth the entire card. And then if you minus it, like you risk losing your creature. I mean, you can obviously set that up, but then it's down to 1. It's probably gonna die, or like you're stuck plussing it for a couple turns.
Yeah, but like I don't know, 3 mana like removal spell though.
I think the reason you like it is the reason I don't like it. Because like I see your point, like it's got uses against everything, it's very versatile or whatever. And like I know I just said planeswalkers are versatile, and like that's kind of the key to them. But I don't think any of these 3 things are impactful enough to make it worth the card. However, I mean there is.
I think don't look at it as a plain thing. Look at it as a modal card.
Okay.
Which is always a little more expensive. So 3 mana modal card, like you can say, all right, my creatures can't be countered for the rest of the game. I mean, yes, they can kill Planeswalker, sure, but like, Dice Doomblade is not like a.
Yeah.
So against control, I play this. Now creatures can't be countered. Against a mid-range deck, I mean, this is bad against aggro, sure, but I mean, like a lot of Planeswalkers are, and a red-green zoo deck isn't necessarily like a dog against aggro anyway.
Yeah.
And then 3 mana to fight card. If I'm playing red-green and I built this deck where I want to cast big creatures, I mean, yes, you can like blow me out, but you really aren't even blowing me out. You're trading 1 for 1 and 2 loyalty.
Yeah.
I think this is just. I think it's versatile enough and cheap enough that's just gonna be good.
All right, well, I can buy that. I mean,
This seems like a card. I'm surprised I'm talking into this.
this is a card I would slam in limited just every day.
Yeah, it looks very good in limited.
All right. So I think we'll probably start seeing a lot of repeats. All right. Oh, we got that. Silent Submersible. I don't know what it does, but
This is a bullshit card.
I like it.
No, you don't.
Whenever Silent Submersible deals combat damage to your player or planeswalker, draw a card. Crew 2. 2/3. Why don't I like it?
Well, because first of all, it does a submarine that has no evasion, which is the stupidest thing. And then a 2 mana 2/3 that draws a card. Then you have to tap another 2 mana thing. I mean,
It doesn't have any evasion. If it had some kind of like creatures
Like
blocking to get -1, -0 or something.
it's a submarine. It should have evasion. It should have island block.
That's your problem with this card.
Okay,
It
yeah.
definitely should have island block though.
But I don't know, 2 mana 2/3, you have to tap another 2-power creature, and then if you connect with your tiny creature that they can block with anything, you get to draw a card.
Yeah.
Like, why just play a 2 mana 2/2?
Sub.
I don't think it's very good.
Yeah, no. What
Like,
about
if it had any kind of real evasion, it would be a thought. But I think without that,
yeah, no. Alright.
yeah, dumb sub.
Alright. Bioessence Hydra. 5 mana. 4/4 trample. Enters the battlefield +1/+1 counter for each loyalty counter on planeswalkers you control. That's interesting. For 1 or more loyalties are put on the planeswalker. Alright, so basically it has as much loyalty as the planeswalkers do. But it can't lose loyalty. Can't lose. I mean, in the Super Friends deck, this seems like it could be good, but it probably seems like win more. Because, like, if this has... I guess with 1 planeswalker, it comes in as, like, presumably like a 6/6, 7/7, 8/8 or something, which is fine. That's trample, which is good. But, I mean, if it's coming as a 12/12 or a 13/13, you're probably winning, right?
Yeah, I mean, I just my Super Friends deck. I think it's a limited card.
Yeah. All right, Time Wipe we talked about. Ignite the Beacon we talked about. Ooh. What pick? Finale of Devastation. Search your library for a graveyard creature card with converted mana cost X or less. Put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. X is 10 or more. Creatures, that's cool. Is this good? I don't think so. Seems like it's really only good if you can get X to 10.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's a mid-range card where you playing a bunch of like
Silver Bulls, yeah.
but still you're paying 2 extra mana for it.
Yeah.
But I guess, I don't know. 2 mana for a tutor, actually, never mind. That's probably fine, right?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you get to pay something to tutor.
Yeah.
Right? And then you play it.
Yeah.
You don't get a cast trigger. I think maybe we'll see sideboard. I think we should go faster, so I don't play at least one game.
Oh, sure, yeah. Finale of Eternity. This is cool art, too. Destroy up to 3 target creatures with toughness X or less. If X is 10 or more. Okay. I think this is better than this.
Yeah, but it's also way harder to get to 12 mana.
Yeah, true. Because you're not playing green. I think there's probably better board wipes.
Yeah. This is the one I was talking about.
Ilrog, the Raised Boar. Alright, 5 mana, trample. When it attacks, you may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped and attacking. There's not even room enough to get all the text on here. Oh, there it is. Try the creature to the dies, put it into exile. This seems really good.
So, Nicholas, you want to play this in Modern, right? As a... or Legacy? As a sneak attack?
Yeah, that's what this is. It's really, I think this could be good. I don't know if there's anything that has a good enough enter the battlefield trigger right now. Not like something that's coming to the top of my mind right now.
What's the 9 mana dinosaur? The Naya one.
Oh, that's the one that taps all your lands.
Yeah.
Ah, that's good.
Float 9 mana.
Yeah.
Or 6 mana. And then you get the 2 lightning bolts.
All right. So I think this got some. I think this is a build around, but I think it could see play.
Yeah.
It doesn't go into just anything.
I think in Limited it's going to be a beast.
Yeah. Would it be a boar? Boars are beasts, right? All right.
Modern. Through the Breach.
Bull Citadel. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may play the top card of your library. If you cast a spell this way, pay life equal to its converted mana cost rather than pay its mana cost. And the top card of your library anytime. You play the top card of your library. If you cast a spell this way.
So, notably about this card, you can play lands, because it says play, not just cast. You have to pay life. You can't pay mana for the cards you're playing.
Yeah, this probably seems like a bit build around.
I mean, this also feels like Osiris' Block by Sacrifice deck that exists.
Alright. Mythic, Deliverance. We've seen all of these. So we have not seen these two. Command the Dreadhorde. We saw that one. We have not seen the Finale of Glorious. This is the white finale. There's one for each color. Create X/2/2 white soldier creatures. Creature tokens with vigilance. If X is 10 or more, create X/4/4. I like this. I think this is the best one so far.
So, 3 mana, make a 2/2. That's pretty shitty.
Right.
4 mana, make a 2/2. That's limited playable. 5 mana, make 3 2/2s. That still feels... I guess that's enough for constructed.
Yeah, especially if you have like a Benevolent Marshal or some kind of like... Especially if you're going wide, like... Seems good.
I think it's
You're never going to get to 10, because you want to play this in a deck that doesn't... Right?
Yeah, I think it's a little too expensive.
And it's sorcery speed, so it's not even good in control. As like a Secure the Waste type situation.
Yeah, I think it's too expensive.
Alright.
Alright, let's do these 10 and you see the 9 for yourself. And then...
We're gonna finish it.
Okay, fine. Ugh.
Alright.
I know.
We read that one. Neheb. Oh, he's back.
Yeah.
Whenever Neheb Dreadhorde champion deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, you may discard any number of cards. If you do, draw that many cards and add that much red mana. Until end of turn, you don't lose mana. Alright, so deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, you may discard a number of cards. This seems like a gambit.
Does it?
I don't really know what to think of it.
I mean, I think it's probably just a limited card.
Yeah.
But I mean, 4 mana, 5/4, trample. That's actually, I mean, that's a playable card. Then you could discard 3 land cards, draw 3 cards.
Yeah.
This might be the top end of a red deck.
Yeah, I didn't think about I didn't even think about discarding just land cards and like just use it to filter your hand.
Yeah.
I was thinking more of it as like an all-in combo.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Yeah. All right.
And you also, like, unlike all these cards, you don't have to wait until it's good. Or you don't have to wait and hope it works or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, discard and then be like, alright, if he gives con damage, I get a draw. Like, you get the damage in, and then you can say, alright, I'll discard 2 lands. You don't have to discard your whole hand either.
Mm-hmm.
I think it might see some play.
All right. Yeah. Kind of. He's gonna battle for Kindling Phoenix probably. Spark Double, Niv-Mizzet the Reborn. Ooh, this art is cool too. 5 mana, flying. When it enters the battlefield, reveal the.
You can't just 5
Sorry,
mana.
it's
It's one of each color.
It's Wooburg.
You can't just. Oh yeah, a 5 mana 6/6. That's probably playable.
Flying. When it enters the battlefield, reveal the top 10 cards of your library. For each color pair, choose a card that's exactly those colors from among them. Put the chosen cards into your hand, the rest on the bottom of your library in random order. This is probably going to be worth $30. Casual players are going to love it, but I think it's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, this sounds like a fun deck to play.
Yeah.
This sounds like this is someone who goes like 11-4 at the last GP before a big rotation, where they're like, meh, it's a lame duck format.
Let's do it.
I'm playing Ravnica the deck.
Yeah, so for those not following along at home, the downside is you have to have, in your top 10 cards, you got to play enough color pairs where you can make it worth it.
I mean, that being said, though, like, you don't have to draw 10.
Yeah, I mean, you can draw 3, 2.
Yeah. I mean, assuming you can cast it, like, putting that aside, which Michael did very easily. 5 mana, 6/6 draw 2.
Yeah. Flyer.
Yeah, and you also draw. You can draw anything. Your opponent you have no idea what you're going to draw.
And the cards you draw are probably going to be powerful.
What's that blue-white time wipe?
Yeah. They'll never see it coming.
Well, you bounce back to your hand.
And do it
And
again.
you cast it. And you know what this works well with? Treasure map.
Why?
Because it makes treasure. So you can cast it.
But you can't. Oh, you can't get. If you see a treasure map, though, you can't get
Oh, yes, you can't draw your treasure map. No.
it. All right, God Eternal Ketra.
Billy wants to color our pairs.
Ooh, that sounds.
Okay. Alright, this is, I think, the card that everyone's going to do unlimited all the time.
Double strike whenever you cast a creature spell, create a 4/4 black with vigilance. Or you cast a creature spell. Okay. Dies are put. I mean, that seems good. I don't. Again, 5 mana to resolve seems like a lot, but it will be a bomb unlimited.
Yeah, it's a 5 mana, like 6/6 essentially.
5 mana 6/6, which if you have any other creature becomes like a 4/4 plus whatever creature it is. All right, we got ourselves Soul Blaze. All right, last round.
Probably doesn't die at Solar Blaze.
Last round. All right, Arlen's back. Cosmina's Transmutation. Enchant creature lose all. Oh, this I just opened one. Whoops. All right, so this is what we're doing.
The only hidden man left.
Oath of Kaya enters the battlefield, deals 3. So this is what we were talking about earlier. So this is going to be a sideboard card versus things you want to drain and gain against. That said, I don't know how effective it is because it doesn't really provide any repeat blocking power.
I mean, it does. So I think Shaheen Sarani wrote an article about this. Like, if you're playing this in an Esper Super Friends deck, so 3 mana Lightning Helix is already, like, not off the table.
Mm-hmm.
So you kill their medium-sized creature, you gain 3 life, and then it's only they can't attack your Planeswalker really anymore.
Yeah, so that can just run free, or you get to keep drain and gain. So I guess if you can survive to win, guess what? Because it does kill something. So I think it'll be good.
Yeah, and then like it can't attack. Yeah, because it's any creature. So you play this in some mono red deck, you kill their whatever card, and then they can't attack any of your Planeswalkers with their big creatures.
So notably, the second part only goes to player. But I mean, still the point stands. The point you won't be able to eliminate their battlefield entirely, but
I thought it stopped attackers. All right, it's less good, but still, I don't know. The top 3 mana Lightning Helix is not unplayable.
yeah,
So we missed it, but there was Liliana's I don't know what it's called, Triumph. That's gonna see play in Legacy. It's a better edict.
All right, 2 Massacre Girls in a row. Kira's back. Got Eternal Kefnet. Nice. Alright. Dreadhorde Arcanist. 2 mana, trample. Whenever it attacks, you may cast target insert source if you can run a cost less than or equal to power from a graveyard without paying its mana cost.
So I don't know if one of the decks I want to play. I don't know if I have time, so I want to play the Boggles deck more.
Yeah.
There was a blue-red Wizards deck that was like floating around like tier 2. There's a lot of new Wizards here.
Like a year ago?
A year ago, and then also like as it came out.
Yeah.
Like now we have Jumpstart, so you don't like the problems before you just flood it out.
Yeah.
So 2 mana, 1/3. Obviously, it's not very good, but you have to have Adelies out. Maybe the deck is too dependent on that, but like Adelies cast any spells becomes a 2/4. You attack, you cast another 2 mana card from your graveyard.
Yeah.
Now you're attacking with like 7 power, and you got to cast 2 lightning strikes.
Do we like Kefnet with this?
Kefnet?
The one where you can cast spells off the top of your deck?
Maybe.
They're like adjacent. They don't.
Yeah, I mean it's not a wizard, and it's 4 mana.
But it is a 4/5 flyer.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright, let's go.
What else we got? Living Twister. What a weird mana cost. Also made a huge noise. Sorry if that was too loud. Alright. Red, green. 1 red, discard a land card. Living. Okay. Tap land you control.
So the joke is you, like, 3 mana, destroy a land, deal 2 damage.
3 mana. Destroy land. I don't get the joke.
Like, you combine the 2 abilities. That's not a joke. That's just...
I'm trying to tap land you control. How do I destroy land?
So you tap a forest,
Yeah.
add green, return to your hand, pay 1 in a red, discard the forest, return to your hand.
Oh, I see. Alright. I don't know. What do you think?
Seems pretty solid. I don't know. And limited for sure.
Right.
Um.
It's got a weird mana cost, and
Yeah.
it's not super
if there is
aggressive.
some red green deck.
Like
this is a stone against an aggro deck.
yeah, it might be a good sideboard card.
Yeah. Because a 2/5 isn't like that takes 2 spells out of them.
Yeah.
And then if you have any leftover mana, you can start
Picking up
mowing
their
down their
stuff. Yeah.
creatures. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it that in that sense.
I mean, I don't know if you'll need that.
Yeah, I mean that's also a good point. Might just be too much. Oh, look at that. Another one. All right. 2 packs left. Another Karn. Ooh, Omnixilus. He looks fun.
This one, yeah, it's gonna be weird. Necklace. All right, last one.
Last one. What do we got? What do we got? Ooh, Ashiok.
So I want to sideboard this in Modern against Amulet Titan.
Spells and abilities your opponents control can't cause their controller search the library. Okay.
Because that turns off their entire deck.
It takes a bit to get, but it's ultimate. What? Oh, I'll call your pairs? Another Ral. Alright. Alright. I need to go get some water. Feel free to build a deck.
Okay.
Or figure out what deck you want to play, and we'll play.
Great.
Alright. If anybody in chat has any suggestions as to what we should play, tell Samuel.
And it's not going to be the Black-White Sacrifice because that seems really hard to build. We're going to try something easy. Alright, so... Yeah. I mean, Modern Mill, yeah. Obviously, Ashiok goes in Mill deck too. But against Amulet Titan, it just seems really good. Alright, shuts off every single one of their cards. So... Wait. my cards? Let's see, not collected cards. Is it not called Heritage Druid? It's definitely something Druid. Paradise Druid. So this is the card that we're gonna build around, and then I think you want to play. No, we're not going to play quite mono green. So both these cards have hexproof. So we're going to build a super annoying deck that just abuses hexproof. Let me see. Actually, I wrote some of it down. Let's see. Okay, so if we want 4 Llanowar Elves.
All right, are we playing mono white aggro?
Nope.
Oh, why not? What are we doing? So how many rares did we end up with? Rare wild cards. 18.
Oh, that's actually, let's see. Doesn't use that many. I mean, Pelt Collector, 1 Growth Chamber Guardian. These are uncommons.
I got I probably have like 200 uncommons.
What was that enchantment? Here, I'll look it up. On Sarah's Wings.
I'm with Nick over here. Play mono red and don't whine about it.
Nicholas was trying to tell me to play mono red when he was over the other day, but he was like, "Hey, they're at 17 life. Let's attack with 3 creatures. Let 2 of them die. Hit them for 1."
That gets you closer to 0, Samuel. I'm with you.
No, okay.
Like a deck based around the crappy Jace. All right. Mono green, go for a challenge. Okay. This is not quite mono green. Ugh.
I mean, these a lot of your
This might be too. Where's this deck coming from? Who's
Frank Karsten.
Okay, well that's okay. I guess.
Do you have Temple Gardens?
I think so.
Nice. You have no Stone Pellet.
I have all 4.
Oh, that's okay. Let's see how much M19 Limited you played.
0. I think I had to play 1 in 19 limited. Are we playing Blanchwood Armor? I
Yup.
love Blanchwood Armor. It's my favorite cards of all time.
You played 1 draft. You picked up 2 of them.
Yeah, I told you I love Blanchwood Armor.
I mean, like, I don't know if Pelt Collector is necessary in this deck. What are we missing from here? Untamed Kavu. Like, how many wild cards are you willing to spend?
I don't mind getting the Growth Chamber Guardian. The 4 Pelt Collectors is a tough sell.
Okay. What else are we missing?
And the Steely Champions, I think, are fine too.
It says
Actually, I probably
15 forests. Okay.
And the Pelt Collectors are probably fine. How many Galdas do we need?
You have 2.
Or how many do we need?
It says 2. By putting in an extra Untamed Kavu. Alright, so if we go to the 4, so what can we replace Pelt Collector with?
I mean, that probably seems pretty integral to the deck, right?
I mean, maybe. Let's see if he has any recommendations.
Is Pelt Collector in the Gruul aggro deck?
I think so.
Alright, just get it.
What about... Alright. Are you sure? I mean,
I mean, if there's other... What were the other? You said what about?
I don't know. This is the deck. Okay, we can play. Let me see. Play Thrash. So I'm gonna. How do you add cards to your sideboard? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. It's 2 Vivians in the sideboard, right?
So sideboard is 4 Crawl Harpooner. 4 Crawl Harpooner.
Oh.
4 Thrashing Brontodon. 3 Vivian Reed.
Okay.
And 2 Vivian Champion of the Wilds. Which I think we have 1, right? 0.
0.
Alright, well, hook them up.
Are you sure?
I mean,
I don't know if how I'm gonna say that is.
it's just like we're not. What's in 2 Thrash threat?
Yeah, I have the Thrash threat.
Okay. Alright,
I mean,
what cards do you play?
I don't.
No, don't hook that up.
Yeah.
I unhooked that up.
I mean, so let's see. So we still need, I guess.
If we can find another 1-drop, we sacrifice no expense here on the stream.
Alright, here. What if in the sideboard we play a Shalai and sure, whatever. That seems bad.
That seems really. A second Shalai is probably better.
I mean, we only have 8 white sources.
Okay.
No, we have 9 now. I think so. Okay, let's see. So I want green, rare, mythic rares. Here, Thorn Lieutenant.
I like that Lieutenant.
Alright, that replaces our Vivian. And then this is, so we have 3 Pelt Collector slots.
Is he can only place 3 of them, not 4?
He plays 4, but we put in 1 extra Untamed Kavu.
Okay. Do we just need like a 1-drop?
Ideally.
What about Old Growth Dryad? I forget what the downside of that is. Is the downside really bad?
Which one?
A little bear left.
That seems.
I don't know.
Alright.
You're trying to kill him dead, right?
Yeah. I would play 1. Play Incubation Druid. And a Deeper Champ. It's kind of the same thing, right?
Yeah.
No.
Basically the same
We
thing.
have all creature spells. Alright, let's see. Let's look at uncommons. Is there a good green uncommon? No.
Not really. Simo's got an idea. Giant Growth. There you are. There you got it.
Okay.
Alright, let's roll.
Craft it?
Yep. Yeah, it's only 4 rares. Let's do it.
Okay. This is this.
Are we gonna trash my constructed ranking?
No, we have to name it.
Alright, let's do it.
All right. Oh, you driving?
Oh, would you like to drive?
No,
I drove all day.
it's yours. All right. Okay, so let's play right into it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Is this like a ranked version?
No. Ranked is ranked.
Traditional ranked.
So that's not Esper. Alright, here we go.
Ogles.
Trash from platinum down to all the way down.
Okay, guys, this is a deck we're gonna try out. So we were kind of talking about kind of during chat for a little bit. So it's built around Heritage Druid and
Paradise Druid.
Paradise Druid, excuse me, and Vine Mirror, both which have hexproof, and then you put some big enchantments on them. Notably Onsera's Wings, which
So I don't think they can see that.
oh they can't.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. All right. Notably Onsera's Wings. Here we go. Which makes it huge Vigilance Lifelink. And another one that gives them +1/+1 for each force control, which you have a lot of force. This looks like
It's a great hand.
I mean, you don't have white, but
We'll get there, right?
I guess
Paradise Druid makes white.
it's
It'll be untapped for. It'll be unhexproof for a second.
well that. Oh no, mirror match.
Yeah, look at that, we got some white.
Okay, but we can't play it. Yeah.
And please let me know if the sound is okay. This is the first time we've played with the sound in game and the sound talking, so.
Yes, this is a turn 3 Paradise Druid. So I'll play this one. We can't do anything else.
So yeah, we'll be able to play Onsera's Wings on Paradise Druid and just go for it.
Okay, so what does this do? Is it? I remember it lost a bunch unlimited. Flying Vigilance Lifelink. So attacking them for 3.
Yeah. I mean, I think we just attack until they're dead, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what we do.
Yeah, so this has Vigilance long as it's untapped, or Hexproof long as it's untapped, but because it has Vigilance, we never have to tap it unless we want to add mana.
Thank you, Billy,
Ooh.
for confirming the sound. Oh, interesting.
Okay.
So it's going to be a race.
But he's attacking us for 2. We're attacking him for 3.
He's attacking for 5.
Well, we get 2
I
back.
see. Yeah.
And, I mean, we get to play our own stuff. Okay. So first thing I want to do is smash. That seems easy.
Yeah.
And then we'll play a land. And then I think I want to play this. Because then we can block and adapt.
Okay.
I mean, over... This just trades. This at least draws another card.
Yeah, but... Yeah, I guess the thought is if you play Steely Champion, then like you're that much closer just like attacking into him. And just ending it quicker. I mean, he can block, but only with a 3/2.
Yeah. I mean, you're the better aggro player. If you think we should play Steely Champion... Well, we can play both.
Yeah, I think we should play both. I don't think we should try and adapt this turn.
Okay.
Because now, just every creature we can get on the board. Because like, I guess he could Finality us.
Yeah, or play Hydroid Crisis. This might not be a good deck. It's definitely fun, though.
The sound is quiet. People are going to want to watch you for the sound of the game. Yeah, so I think I want a little bit of the sound, but just enough to where like you can tell like, you know, screw this. They're playing Magic, but all right. Well, our plan has been foiled.
No, we just draw Blanchard Armor now.
All right.
I mean, we can still attack with this.
I do still think we attack the Steely Champion. Because best like I'm fine with trading with the J-Light Ranger.
Yeah.
And like we have a chump blocker.
Yeah, now we just need to draw Blanchard Armor.
Easy game. And then we can play, yeah.
And then I don't think we play a second Land Elves because now we can.
Yeah, you can adapt and get the card, yeah. But this is where finality would hurt real bad. I think we're just gonna lose finality, so I don't think.
No, we're gonna draw blanks for armor.
I mean, right here.
No.
I don't think there's a chance to play around it because, like, we're just losing to it. What other things do we got? We got.
I mean, Jack doesn't help us at all, right? No, it does.
Yeah, Giant Growth would be good. So I don't. Maybe he's debating wiping his own board.
Thrash Threat would be a draw.
Ooh.
That's the old one.
So let's see. You may
Oh,
say
wait, no. He's gonna destroy.
Yeah, what else there?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. See what he's doing there.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Cute combo.
Almost like trying to play standard Vogels. Kind of like that cute. Don't forget to get your Growth Chamber.
Yeah. That's me.
Oh.
Blank for armor.
Land's not what we need. So I think we just... Can we... I think we just play the Forest of Llanowar Elves.
It's just... Okay.
I mean, we're going to lose the finality, right?
I guess.
We're just not beating it, so...
Yeah. I mean, we should draw a blank for armor.
Our follow-up play of Forest Llanowar Elves is not going to win.
That makes this an 8. Ah, good thing we play Llanowar Elves.
Oh no.
Well, him sacking the creatures isn't even that good, to be honest.
You can't. So you can clip us, Billy. You can. I don't know how to do it because I stream more than I watch, but you can like clip us and then like have it and like link it. It's like a 10 or 15-second clip. Samuel did that one time when I forgot to play a card. I looked at that the other day.
That was pretty funny.
All right, so this is not working, Samuel. I think
Well, Sultai are a bad matchup, I guess.
we have found out. I think. I think we had a shot. But I think Hydra Crisis kind of us. Because if you didn't play that, we would just be winning.
Yeah. Alright, I'm ready to go to the sideboard.
Oh yeah, for sure. Get out of here. We're done.
Alright.
Excuse me. Right. So what do we got on the sideboard? Carl Harpooner would be good, I think.
I don't know how to play this deck at all.
Right. So
I think Untamed Cobb would probably come out. That's just big creature.
okay.
I'm not necessarily beating him with that.
Also, I think Ulgrush Island was a mistake. I don't think that should be in the deck. Maybe definitely not in this matchup, at least.
Yeah.
All right. So I kind of like
I think.
Vivian.
Yeah, I think we want all the Vivians.
I like Carnage Tyrant. Galta might be slow. And like, even though it's the whole point of the deck, Blanchard Armor feels real bad against this deck.
I mean, I don't think you can cut one of our 8 enchantments. That's the whole point of the deck.
I know.
I mean, that's 60 cards. Like, do we need something else?
I mean, alright. Sure. Maybe we could cut a Carnage Tyrant or a Galta for something cheaper.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
Alright.
Sure.
Cool, we did it.
It looked like a fun idea.
I mean, I don't think it's I don't think this is a matchup. I think you're right. This hand looks way worse than the other hand.
Yeah.
I mean, to mulligan this, yeah.
Yeah, we can't do anything.
This hand's okay.
Alright, yeah.
Let's go.
I mean,
Scry land at the top. I think we bottom that.
yep.
So we don't have any of our combo pieces in terms of like the enchantments, but we got
I mean,
we got a lot of hexproof things.
Yeah, we draw a land. We can play a Vine Mare. We can't do anything else until we draw a land.
Oh, look at that. So we're not too concerned about tapping the Paradise Druid, because normally we would want to keep the Paradise Druid hexproofed, so for our whole entire plan. But it's more important to accelerate ourselves here, and Vine Mare also has hexproof, so. And if we can get the Carnage Tyrant, oof.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean,
so what do you think here? I think we attack with Vine Mare.
I think so too.
Yeah, because if he wants to trade both of his creatures for a Vine Mare, I'm down with that trade. Or you could take 5. That's good too.
Yep. We really want to draw another land here.
Yeah, because exposing our Paradise Druid is probably, we had to do it. We had to do something, right?
Yeah.
But we definitely want to play Vivien next turn before things get out of hand here.
I mean, if we draw one of our enchantments, putting on Vine Mare, like on Sarah's Wings.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be great. Let's plan on that. Thanks. Alright. Alright. Pay the life, and then we can... Hold on, do we want to attack first? What do we want to do here?
I don't know. We can just trade Branchwalker.
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be attacks now.
I mean, we can attack with both. We can trade a Branchwalker for 1 Vine Mare, and then... Well, he's still at 21, yeah. I mean, I think I'd be fine trading for Wild Walker, but you're right. I don't think our attacks are good anymore.
Yeah. Also... Oh, sorry.
I see your beautiful face in the driver's seat.
I think he has Assassin's Trophy just for an enchantment.
Yeah, that does seem to what it would be.
Okay.
But I mean, he's probably kind of forced to use that on Vivien Reid, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think we would be greedy. Like, we could take the land, and then we can play Carnage Tyrant.
Well, if he has Assassin's Trophy, we're going to land anyway. And then that's another Vivien Reid, which is another shot of the land. I think we take the creature.
Okay.
Yeah. Because, like, if he does Assassin's Trophy us here, yeah, no attacks. It'll get a land.
Yeah, also, the argument for taking a land was then we could attack. He has to then you play this.
Yeah, I know. I think Carnage Tyrant is definitely how we win this game.
Or on Sarah's Wings.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, just so much Wild Growth Walker going on. We have 0 removal spells.
We have...
I think 4/6 is...
I think we double block this.
I do think we have to double block it. I mean, but then... So I guess he's hexproof, so we're not really going to get blown up by a removal spell. I do think we double block the Wild Growth Walker.
And Vivien goes to 1?
Lives, yeah.
Yeah, I'm totally fine.
That's fine with me.
That seems good. I mean, he's playing against Giant Growth too.
That's only some next level stuff right there.
It seems like a weird attack.
I think he thinks that we don't want to lose one of our Vine Mares. Or maybe he has... Alright, got nothing.
Alright, so
Plus first.
No one knows the wilds like I do.
now we have our land. I think we take a second Carnage Tyrant.
Yeah, and there's Carnage Tyrant on his out. I think we attack with Vine Mare first.
That means we lose Vivien.
I think we lose...
But also, I'm fine with losing Vivien.
Yeah,
We have a second one.
Yeah, I don't know if we're concerned about that, right?
Yeah. I want to point it out.
Yeah. I think we attack with Vine Mare. because that means he's probably gonna have to commit. You have to commit all three of his attackers, because I think at this point we'd probably trade Paradise Druid if you just attack with 2. And imagine a scenario where he untaps, plays Finality, and then our Vineyard does nothing.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think we should have attacked. I just felt like worth mentioning. Also, I like how in this game we're not winning because of our like cool combo.
We're just beating him down.
We're just playing.
I don't think we should block.
Yeah, I think he definitely has fine finality. Yeah. Although there is an argument.
We do have another Carnage Tyrant, so tap him out, and he keeps his Branch Walker.
I mean, no, I think he had attack with both because we could just block one and Vivian would live.
But is it worth it?
I mean, so we get to kill a 2/1, which doesn't really matter, to not save our Planeswalker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No blocks.
I don't think we block. I think that's right. I don't think he necessarily has fine finality. I think he was forced through that because we attack with 1. We just block it.
Mm-hmm. Again, with the
best defense is good offense. That's right, Billy. The best offense is sometimes a good combo, though. But who needs a good combo when you just smush people?
So, I think we attack with Carnage Tyrant first.
Yeah, I don't think we attack with
Vine
Vine.
I think we just leave Vine back.
So we have.
I think we're just playing like Carnage Tyrant.
Oh, hold on. We have how much mana? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 8. I think we should play these 2, but
yeah,
we don't. So, Carnage Tyrant. So the lesson here, guys, is you don't need to be good at Magic. You just need to play giant hexproof creatures, and your opponent can't ever do anything about it.
Yeah,
because we haven't done anything. Sorry.
Just don't be creative. Just play a bunch of creatures. Because if you try to play enchantment, you'll lose.
I only need your love, Billy. And $600. I got into some bad debt. No, just your love. We're gonna Vivian read that.
Oh, Giant
Growth! He's gonna get so pissed off when we Giant Growth him.
Wait, can we win this turn if we...
No, he's a bunch of...
I mean, if he blocks incorrectly and we Giant Growth him...
Sure, either we kill this first,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, you start doing the math.
I mean, so if we attack with everything, he blocks Vinemare with Wild Growth... or with a Branch Walker. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other toughness, so he takes 8, 9 plus 3. We can get him to 12. So I don't think we suicide everything.
Okay, so it's attack with 2 Carnage Tyrants.
I think so, yeah.
And super win a combat.
Yeah.
Attack with Vinemare?
No, because if you attack with Vinemare, then you might as well just attack with Paradise Druid too.
Okay. Yeah, I guess these also have trample.
Yeah, if we could have gotten them.
All right, so that's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
7. So Giant Growth.
Yeah.
Trades.
I think you just Giant Growth. He's like, what? Nice. I mean. Oh no, are we the bad guys?
Alright, so we want... this isn't the one I thought it was. This is the one I want to play. But this isn't... there's the... This one gives you like +4/+4.
Colossal.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I think this is better. In this deck.
Do we want target your...
Or maybe not.
Do we want that?
Frank Carson said he wanted.
I mean, do we want to put it in? Do we want to bring it in? It doesn't give us a removal spell.
Maybe.
Yeah. And I think maybe we cut like 1 Blanchwood armor.
Sure. And then we cut 1 more card. We're on the draw. We cut a forest. We did take out our 12 drop. We're on the draw.
Just a matter of fact. I mean, we could cut giant growth too. MVP giant growth.
Yeah, sure. That seems fine to me.
All right, let's hook it up.
Ha, Billy, it's not about the size of the boat. It's about the motion of the ocean. Or so I've been told.
Oh, we're on the wrong. Excuse me.
What?
Sorry, I meant to change the screen.
Oh no, I couldn't see anything.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, guys. I know. We're on the pack opening screen, and now we're on the arena screen.
It's a mess. Also, I have to go after this. It's 11:10
Oh,
already.
thanks for the follow, Bassfisher8.
Nice.
Yeah, no problem.
Actually, I mean, you should play one game.
Sure.
Oh, sorry, you should play one match.
Oh yeah, sure.
You can also, if you want a deck, you can build
I
a
don't
deck,
know why I
too.
didn't update my latest follower. That's annoying.
You're tied to a girl? What? It's not the size of the wave. I mean, this seems like a reasonable hand. We have none of our combo pieces.
Can you actually click live over here? Thank you. This is what I thought I was looking at. All right, got it. So let's see. I mean, this seems fine though.
Yeah. We're in the draw. It's a little slow, but whatever. Heat. I don't know how
The
you...
person you're playing is named Karen, and you're tied. Oh, thanks, Billy.
Oh.
I'm still. I use a new stream setup, so on my old stream, like I get notifications. So I'm still trying to figure it out a little bit. So thanks for helping us test it out. All right, so what does Incubation Druid do again?
It's a mana dork that we can also adapt.
Yeah, so I think Paradise Druid is probably the better play.
Is it?
No, I guess Incubation Druid, because even if we draw a land, we can't really play On Sarah's Wings. Like, if we were to draw On Sarah's Wings, like, we'd have to tap Paradise Druid to play it.
I see.
Alright, yeah, so we do have like a pretty smooth mana hand. And if we draw one of the, the points of the deck, it'll be great. But not always a guarantee.
Yeah, we can play 2 Paradise Druids here, or a Steel Leaf Champion, or a Vine Mare. I don't think we should play Steel Leaf Champion.
Yeah, I think Vine Mare is probably the best play.
Okay. The next turn, we make this into a 3/5, which stops Daylight Ranger. And we just need to draw one of our ways to win.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I do think we should prioritize making Incubation Druid a 3/5 to play around Finality.
Okay, I mean, we do that next turn. Just play a Forest and pass. Unless we draw Onslaughter's Wings.
And then we play that on Vine Mare. There
Yeah.
we go.
We snap that on Vine Mare, and we start winning the game. No block.
Yeah, no blocks. What do you got for 4 mana? What do you got? Alright.
Baby Crisis. Wait, why is it a 3/3?
Tapped 5 mana.
Oh, Lana Royals. That's what I missed. There's our Carnage Tyrant.
Which is good. The 3/3 is a little annoying though. So
we can adapt now.
yeah, I think we do adapt now. Because like I might be playing too conservatively, but I really don't want to get blown out by Finality. And any other play other than adapt does exactly that.
Okay, so then we should attack with Vine Mare, right?
We should or shouldn't.
We should, because this cut takes itself to adapt, so we
Yeah.
don't do it on their turn.
Yeah.
So attack with Vine Mare? Yeah, what else is it doing? It can't block Hydroid Crisis. Incubation
Yeah.
Druids to block Daylight Ranger, and Lana Royals, who cares?
Okay. Alright. Snapped out Vine Mare. That's what she said.
I don't actually mind that.
So do we want to incubation druid on our turn?
So if you, I don't think we want to play incubation druid anymore. I don't think we want to make it. If he plays Find Finality now, he wipes his whole board.
Yeah, that's true. So maybe we just play a Steely Champion? Or double Druid, and then we can play Carnage Tyrant next turn?
We can already play Carnage Tyrant next turn.
Yeah. That's why Magic is hard.
I think we play Steel. We play Paradise Druid. We'll have access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. Doesn't really do much for us. I think we just play Steel Leaf Champion. And,
Alright.
and a Paradise Druid.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, even if Finale's now, it's still a 3 for 3. Interesting. No, I don't.
I think that's our really our only play, right?
Well, hold on. It's 3, 4, yeah.
Carnage Tyrant on Carnage Tyrant. Alright, so if he attacks, do we trade? I think the answer is no.
Yeah, I don't think we do either.
Yeah. Of course, he's just gonna play another Carnage Tyrant. Watch it.
Because, like, this is a pretty good block on Carnage Tyrant. It gets blown out by a will spell. And he's more with a Folly. We just need to draw Onslaughter's Wings.
Yeah.
Yeah, Billy, eventually we're going to incubate this Druid. Don't worry.
Yeah. Don't want to incubate it too soon, you know. What are our opponents thinking about?
Interesting. Cool. Alright, so isn't... Damn, I was going to say, if he doesn't draw a land, that means we can... Oh, no, okay. This would be a great turn to draw Onslaughter's Wings.
Wow, we have 4 of them. We had a 8% chance to draw it, 8.5% chance.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
You gotta look smart.
Yeah. Because they can't see it.
Alright, so... Play this, and then we can adapt Incubation Druid instant speed.
Yeah.
And then, do we attack with Arc? I don't think we do, because now we can trade one of these two.
Yeah, I think we're in defense mode.
Yeah. Okay. And hopefully this card teacher isn't good.
It's highlighting it.
Well, I mean...
Also, chat, Billy, John, whoever else is out there. I have an extension it's called Deck Master, I think, and you should be able to like click it and like click on the card and see what they do. I don't know how it works. So if that's something you can do, let me know. There's like a little deck sign somewhere. I think it's on the right. is
Well,
where
that
I
was
put
a
it.
good draw for him.
Yeah, you know, if you drew a bad card, you know. Like, it's fine.
Nice ring to
I mean, I still think, like, even if to sacrifice Paradise Druid, I still think.
Wait, what was oops?
Is he nicing us, you think?
See what?
Is he paying us back for when we niced? I think we just sacrifice both Paradise Druids.
Yeah, but I want to float up green.
Yeah. I mean, we should probably just, because he's not going to go to combat, we should just do it now. Right?
I mean, that taps this. I guess, yeah.
Yeah. We're going to have to do it before he goes to combat anyway.
Then we can't block the Carnage Time with it. But yeah, I guess we can't do it anyway. Oh, no, we should have waited and then we could have blocked. Wait, no. This works, just kidding.
Alright, we go.
Sorry. Okay, now let's sacrifice these two.
That's nice.
Yeah, Answer's
Card
Wings
draw.
is still a great draw.
What I was saying is, like, I think On Sarah's Wings is still our best draw. Well, that looks bad.
Doesn't do shit.
There's a lot of good draws. Blanchard Armor would have been fine.
I mean, you might as well play this.
Yeah.
Right?
Alright, well.
No good attacks.
Yeah, no.
Alright, let's see. You can't do this again right away. Alright, guys. In chat. Wait, am I clicking all over?
Oh, okay. Maybe it only works on PC then. Thanks for clicking.
Yeah, I don't know if their mobile version works.
I'll have to. I'll have to go check it later.
Alright, well now we have to. No, he's doing more fault.
Yeah, I don't think we block. Like, what's the difference between blocking now and blocking next turn?
I think we'll lose anyway.
Yeah.
Alright, chat. We need to draw On Sarah's
We
Wings.
need to draw 2 copies of On Sarah's Wings.
So what we have, it says an 8.7% chance. Let's do it. Let's do it.
I don't know if it actually does anything at this point.
Don't matter. Slam it.
I mean, so we can attack and kill the Leona.
Yeah, and now this means his card in Shining attacks, like, if he goes wide enough, he can do something.
But so we have 3 blockers. He can only.
Well, this is Vigilance, too.
Oh, let's do it. Let's attack the Leona. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Boom!
Time to go.
What is that pink thing around it?
I think it's the Apex. I have no idea, actually, so don't do that.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. But yeah, he can't even like attack us like all out, because
That's just gonna jump block and gain 8 life.
yeah. What do you get? You got Hydroid Crace. You can make a big Hydroid Craces. That is a good point.
Maybe we should have saved the Carl Harpooner.
Yeah. Okay, now we draw a Vivian Reed.
Wait, get it right there. How much? Oh, sorry.
6.8.
All right. Well, I want a heater, and by heater I mean 1. All right, that's.
I mean, I still think we don't block.
Yeah, I don't think we block either.
We draw a second on Sarah's Wings too.
Yeah,
That would also work.
Yeah, that'd be good too. Blanchard Armor wouldn't be the worst.
Yeah. All right, so we have lots of good. Our Giant Growth we can't draw.
That was.
I mean, this gives us. Yeah.
It's not the best draw. I think we're.
Well, yeah. Now we have fuck one of these.
Hold on. So if we attack, we go to 12. The best move now might be to play the Steely Champion and plan on blocking the Hydra Kratos with our Carnage Tyrant and then double blocking the Carnage Tyrant.
Well, if anything, then we should attack. It says Vigilance.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think you're right.
And maybe you'll be scared of Giant Growth again.
I mean, one can hope. Because this will gain us 2 sets of life, alright, so he's got it. But I think that was our plan anyway, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think we're dead now.
I think we're just dead.
Because that blocks, and we block one other thing, and we take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, we go to 6. Yeah, we're.
How this
At least didn't say nice.
Alright, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, we're dead. Get us out of here.
alright. That was a fun deck, I think.
I mean, it was literally 3 games, so
It was fun just being like, who cares what we do? We have one like clear plan. He can't interact with it very well. Like, to be honest, he didn't really like what did he do that beat us?
He drew Hydrate Crisis.
Yeah, but that's not like us. He didn't have like a strategy outplay us, and we didn't outplay him.
That wasn't a skill. You're right. Are you leaving?
I'm gonna check when the bus is.
Alright, I'm gonna play another one.
Okay.
Alright. Night, John.
Good night, John. It's
Do
an
it.
hour later here.
Do we want to play Boggles again, or do we want to play White Weenie? Let's go look at our Boggles deck. Let's see what we got. So I think we decided Olgo Dryad was bad.
There's a 1-1 bus in 8 minutes. I'm
Alright.
definitely getting on that bus.
Go for it. Then I'm not gonna play
Alright.
Boggles.
That's fine. Alright, chat. Thanks for hanging out with us. It's his stream, so give him all the credit.
Yeah.
Give me a little more humble.
Samuel was here. No, I think it was great. I love it when Samuel streams with me. He adds a much needed perspective.
I mean, Talisman player.
Yeah, something like that. All right.
I
So
can't believe I had just one more thing. Can't believe I talked you into Domri.
I mean, not unlimited. That's for sure.
Well, yeah, obviously.
All right. Bye, Samuel.
Bye. See you on Sunday.
Yeah. All right. Just us now. So we got. I'm gonna play one more match. Let's see what we opened. I kind of want to try out a white deck. I don't know what you guys are feeling. So let's do this. Nah, we'll play Boggles again. We'll humor Samuel. All right. So we're gonna get another Boggles match going. I don't know if we want to. So I don't think we want Old Growth Dryads. I don't think that was very good. I don't know what we can replace it with. We want a cheap creature to get some attacks, and we don't want white. We want green. I guess we could do white too. I'm not very good at navigating this screen. Rare creature. No, I don't want to reset it. So we want rare, mythic rare creature. Look at uncommon too. Okay, so we want Vanguard. It's kind of let's do Dauntless Bodyguard. That's a nice. It's a nice early drop. But we want to play an 8. We kind of really want a green or a red. Goblin Banneret, Rigging Runner, 10th Street Dodger. Can't be blocked as creatures with Defender. First Strike. Let's green, man. Yeah, because we're not playing enough white and red sources to play a white or red 1-drop. And the problem is Pelt Collector seems to be the best green 1-drop, and I'm a little wary of spending the wild card on it this early. Still gotta figure out what deck we're playing. Got a couple tournaments coming up. So let's I guess we can just forgo that. And we can just play a 2-drop instead. We can play another Incubation Druid. Main deck a Thorn Lieutenant. Creature a land card. Yeah, there's not a lot. There's not a lot here. Maybe we just play another Giant Growth. Screw 1-drops. I gotta reset this stuff. Giant Growth. Giant Growth. Alright. Giant Growth number 2. Let's do it. Because Giant Growth kind of goes with our theme of Hexproof. Because, you know, instead of just putting something on that's gonna stay there, we're gonna cast a Giant Growth on our creature. And still get the benefit of, you know, not really worrying about our creature dying. So I think that would be good. Alright, so we're going to play first. Alright, I think this is a good start. We don't have one of our hexproof creatures, but we got a good aggressive start. We have on Sarah's Wings for when we draw one of our hexproof creatures. So I think that's a really good start. Now I should put my camera back now that Samuel's gone. Alright. So I think we will start with land, or elves. And then we can go straight into Steely Champion next turn. You don't even mess around with Growth Chamber Guardian and Steely Champion. It's gonna be a boss. It's gonna be hard for them to block. And the white deck, I don't think they play Conclave Tribunal. So putting Ansara's Wings on Steely Champion is kind of all in on one strategy. But if they don't have Conclave Tribunal, they're just gonna lose. But I think it's probably better to stretch our threats out. Steely Champion is good enough as it is. Ah, green-white. Okay. So I think we're just going to start attacking the Steely Champion because he can't block it anyway. And let's just play the other Steely Champion, and then he's kind of up against it. Because he can't block these as it stands. And even if he has a Conclave Tribunal, then he can remove one, right? But he's still got the other one coming at him. Tithe Taker. Still can't block our Steely Champions. I assume he's got a Conclave Tribunal, yeah. Because then he's just, taking the life damage doesn't make any sense. Blanchwood Armor. So this will give it a +3/+3. Again, I don't think it needs the help. I think... So we could play Growth Chamber Guardian and put the Blanchwood Armor on it this turn. I think we're better served... getting in with everything. Because now this makes the Steely Champion lethal. And yeah, I could have adapted the Growth Chamber Guardian this turn. But I think I'd rather have the lethal Steely Champion to kind of put him up against it. Because we can block this lifelink. I guess he's not technically lethal if he wants to suicide his vampire. But I think it's lethal enough. And you might just have another Conclave Tribunal. In which case we can put the Blanchwood Armor on the Growth Chamber Guardian and go to work. Because he would tap 3 and a creature. So leaves 2 blockers. So maybe it would have been better to be mana efficient. Ah, so he has a blocker. Okay. Well, now we can just play Ansara's Wings, and we're just gonna win. So, got him. All right. So that worked out well. I wish Samuel could have seen that, because that's much better than how I went last time. Oh, I never saw when Billy followed, so let's replay this and see if I can see the notification. Look at that. Thanks for following, Bassfisher08. That was kind of cool. All right. What else do we got here? What do we want to sideboard? So we want things that stop the onslaught of the aggressive deck. So like our giant growths become less useful because like we're not worried about doing enough damage, right? And things with big butts like Thorn Lieutenant becomes better. Because if they target it with something to remove it, we get a replacement 1/1. Otherwise, just blocks their small creatures all day. Same idea with Thrashing Brontodon. It serves double duty as it can take out their enchantments like Conclave Tribunal and the 1/1 flippy enchantment, Legion's Landing. So again, Ghalta, not really our concern about doing enough damage. Carnage Tyrant's probably too slow. And let's see. I can see Thrash Threat coming out. Do we want to bring in what's under here? Yeah, Giant Girl. I think we'll cut the Thrash Threat. Maybe the Untamed Kavu, because this is a good removal spell. I think we'll cut it. Because all our creatures are removal spells, right? Like they're big enough that we don't really need to worry about removing their creatures. The only situation I can see is when they get like an early Loxodon or a Benalish Marshal pretty early. So I love this hand, but we need a land. I think we're going to risk it because the upside is so high playing Bronzodon and Steeler Champion. Like, if we can land one of these, like, it's going to be very hard for them to get through our guys. And we have another Untamed Kavu will stem the bleeding a little bit as well. Alright. No land. Alright, so I think we'll start with, because if we draw a land, we're not going to be adapting Growth Chamber Guardian for a while, so I'd rather start with Untamed Kavu, because I don't mind trading Untamed Kavu off, or I'd rather keep my Growth Chamber Guardian around because it can get bigger later. Maybe they'll Conclave Tribunal on it, which seems... They'll get a 1/1 out of it, but that seems like a poor use of Conclave Tribunal. You must be better served to go a little wide. Okay. Again, if he attacks here, that's a snap trade. So, again, I think like we're gonna draw lands, right? So according to my app here, we got 42% to draw land. I'm not worried about taking 3 damage, so I think we're just gonna go with Llanowar Elves, because we're assured a land drop next turn. It's like our land drop. If we hit a 4th land, then we can just go ahead and play Vinemare, and then suit up on Terra's Wings the turn after that. And then, as Billy said, it'll be our offense is our best defense, because we'll just be gaining 6 every turn. And blocking profitably, too. So I think that's the play. Because again, like, I'll take 6. I'll take 2. I'll take 3 all day. Like, they have very little reach that you're not expecting, right? Think he's going to get our Llanowar Elves with it? He is. That's juicy. I love that. Man, that was nice. Alright, so I think we'll Threshing Bronzodon just because in case he has another Conclave Tribunal. Oh, this is Vigilance. I could have attacked. Whoops. Sorry, I haven't played Untamed Kavu a ton. Because if he has another Conclave Tribunal, he can take our Bronzodon out, but then we can play the Bronzodon, kill the Conclave Tribunal with the Bronzodon, and we can cascade it, or then we can just play the Steeler Champion, which I'd rather survive, I think. Alright, so I think I missed 1 damage by not attacking. Alright, so play Steel Leaf Champion, because then we got a good yeah, no attacks this time. We got a good block here, and I would trade Loxodon for Steel Leaf Champion. But see, we're getting into this territory where we're gonna need to start. We're gonna need to draw land. Is kind of my point here, because we need to. I want to play Vinemare and I want to play on Sarah's Wings, because like we have some breathing room, but like not a lot, especially if he keeps doing that. Like that's really annoying, because he's just gonna end up going so wide. Look at that. Like, I think I'm just gonna trade that. I think that's a fine trade. I have to, you know, get him at some point anyway, right? Now it's starting to get a little awkward. The Conclave Tribunal ended up being a really good play for him. Because now he's going to be able to take with 9. I guess I can block here, but then he's going to get through with 5. And I don't really have any profitable blocks on these. I guess I could double block, but I think, you know, it'll probably be better served just to eat this 1/1. Alright. Now we're dead. So is there any way we can survive this? We could block here. Block here. Block here for 10, 15, 20. Yeah. Alright. So we just like we're one land drop behind. He got our Llanowar Elves. It turned out being a great play for him. I didn't think it was a good play at the time, but turned out to be a really good use of this card. So, do we want to sideboard differently? I don't think so. I kind of liked our strategy. Maybe we take out a Blanchwood Armor, couple Blanchwood Armors as that's overkill, and bring in some removal spells. Kind of like that, actually. Because the Blanchwood Armor is a little overkill, right? Because our creatures are already bigger. And I'd rather remove some of his creatures, so we don't hit that like wide board state that we just had dealt with. Ugh. I think I'm keeping this. Sunfettle Grove is rough. Maybe I should have mulliganed it. I thought that was a Temple Garden, to be honest. Because Temple Garden Llanowar Elves was a good start, but now we're kind of Llanowar Elves. So we're gonna snowball here. And we do have against Bindmare and on Sarah's Wings. Oh no. What a disaster. Give me land, give me land. Nope. Alright. Well, as long as he doesn't have another Baffling End, I think we'll be okay. Ah, and he doesn't have a land drop either. Alright, so just playing creatures and land drops, no big deal. What kind of hand did he keep? Alright, now I think we just play Vine-Mare. Then we play on Sarah's Wings next turn, and then we just win. Is there some exile effect I'm forgetting about? I mean, I guess settle the wreckage, right? But or some kind of like board wipe. Oh, he's looking at it. Has he got a target for it? Because I would have felt real dumb because I could have played another Vine-Mare, which might have been just a better play anyway. Just to keep expanding our board. I think it probably was the better play, actually. So, wonder what he's thinking about. It could be anything. Or he could just be timing me out. It's a possibility too. I think maybe we should have played the other... Well, I'm not going to make the same mistake again. I think we're going to play... We're just going to play this Vine-Mare. Attack again. And then he's kind of under the gun, so... Because they're good to play double Growth Chamber Guardian. Alright. We did it! Boggles. Boggles won. Boggles for the win. 1-1. Alright. Well. So, we ended up with... We ended up with 14 rares after we built the Boggles deck. 19 mythics, which are increasingly becoming less of a problem. 136 uncommon, so we got as many uncommons and commons as we want. For the most part. Did they add any new bundles we could buy? I don't think so. Sleeves, and no new sleeves other than the one we got. Alright. So, let's see. Let's look at what we got out of our packs. Whoops. Profile. Decks. Alright, let's see what we got out of our packs. So, we want to look at Ludifilter by War of the Spark. Collected and not collected. So, it looks like we got a pretty good amount of... We got 0 Desperate Lunges? That seems weird. So, like, again, commons and uncommons aren't really going to be a problem for us. We got so many. So, let's look at our rares. Actually, just our rares and mythic rares. 3 Gideons, I like that. I think I'm gonna work on a white weenie deck to build, and we got 3 Gideons. Got 4 Parahelions, 2 Fibblethips, 2 God Eternal Kefnets, Jace, 1 Elder Spell. So it looks like we got like a pretty good... We didn't open any Liliana Dreadhorde Generals, but again, we got 19 Mythics to play with, so I think that's going to be fine. It's the rares that'll get you, man. But, on the flip side, I have a lot of the rares from... I have most of the lands, which is really what squeezes you. So, it looks like we have a Nissa who shakes the world. The Buy-a-Box Tez we got. Yeah, so I mean, it looks like we got at least one of most of the cards we would want to play with. 3 Karns. No Feathers. I kind of wanted to play with Feather. But I don't foresee us getting squeezed on rares out of this set. I'm still missing some, like what set was... What was Pelt Collector in? Pelt Collector was in... Oops. Pelt Collector was in... Who knows? It's not coming up. Regardless, not collected. That's what we want. Yeah, alright. It's weird that I don't know 4 of those, or any of those, but... Alright guys, this was a blast. Thank you so much for watching, everyone who stopped in, whether I know you in real life or not. It's much appreciated. You Feather Moes. Did you see the Feather? Did you read Feather? Look at this. Look at this. This card is insane. It's really cool. So basically you can cast a spell, like a pump spell or something that just like targets it, and then it just goes back to your hand. Yeah, no, this was a blast. I really had a great time. So I'm getting back into streaming. I took a 6-month or so break. I'm a little burnt out, and planning a wedding and stuff. We'll do that to you. So the goal is to stream every Sunday at 10:30 Eastern in the morning. Of course, I say that, but this Sunday is Samuel's birthday, the guy who was just here. So we're going to go see Avengers at 9 a.m. because that's the only time they had tickets, and go eat brunch. So I think I'll be streaming Sunday beforehand. So I'll be streaming, I think I'm going to stream like 7:30 Sunday morning for an hour. Or maybe 7, maybe 6:45. I don't know. Try to hit that pre-Mythic Championship crowd. Maybe the late night California crowd. Since I'm Eastern time zone. But yeah, so look out 6:45, 7 on Sunday. Don't expect any of you to be here because that's really early. But I'll be streaming. You can watch the video on demand later. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. So definitely I'm streaming during the week, like ad hoc, like as things come up. Tonight was special because War of the Spark came out. I have a couple tournaments coming up, a couple PPTQs. Oh, shout out to Wifey. Wander Often, that's the Wifey. She doubts me. I'm gonna wake up. You watch it. I'm going to wake up. My alarm is gonna go off like 5 times. It's gonna wake you up, and you're gonna be pissed because you're not gonna be able to go back to sleep. But that's how I know you love me. Because you'll let me do it anyway. All right. Well. So that's one thing I've been thinking about. I hesitate to like set like any kind of like donation goal or like subscriber goal because like I'm just doing this for fun, because I'm gonna play Magic anyway. I enjoy interacting with everybody. But if we do get a couple subscribers, I don't know how many, maybe 5 or 10, maybe 10. I'm gonna set up a Misu cam. I'm gonna get a wireless cam, and put it like in his cage or like at the top of his cage and like angle it down on him. And we'll put him down here in the corner. I don't know how I can point to the corner of my screen. But we'll put him down here in the corner of the screen so we can watch Misu while we play. So, something I'm thinking about. But, again, so thanks to everybody who followed today, which according to my log, which I don't know if this log is correct because I'm just new to the software, was Bassfisher08. Billy, thank you. Alright, have a good night, everybody.